In a world where ordinary men can excel doing ordinary things, this man has single-handedly lowered the bar. From the scrambled mind that brought you Mad Madness and Beagle Rare comes this underwhelming Friday night special event. Matt Porter is the Blendigeddon 2 World Champion and the 2020 World's Top Whiskey Taster. Ladies and gentlemen, raise your glass and shake your ass for ADHD Whiskey Live.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday night. Happy Friday night. 50,000 subscribers. I ate 50,000 calories today in celebration. That's not true. I didn't eat that much. I wanted to, though. What's going on, everybody? Hey, happy Friday. Happy friggin' Independence Day weekend. Basically, if we're paying attention, then we would know that 4th of July, Tuesday, right around the corner. But first, we must approach that corner, which was what we're going to do tonight. Thank you, everyone, for being here already. Almost 200 people in chat already. Hells yeah. Man, 50,000. It's been almost 4 years in October. Is that right? 3 years? 4 years? Almost 4 years in October. Is my mic on? Hopefully my mic's on. If it's not on, then guess what? Whoops, and super sorry. How is everybody doing tonight? We have kind of a little bit of fun stuff going on tonight. I got some bottles that we're going to open. Got some giveaways that we're going to be doing. Got some special guests that have, even some of them are already here. Some of them are already here. I invited some of the most specialist people to me to come and hang out for a bit while we chit-chat whiskey and progress and friggin' goals that we've reached. Like touching the rim when you were a senior in high school. Was it an 8-foot rim? Was it a 7-foot rim? Yeah. Well, we did it. Just like we hit 50K. Hells yes. Man, am I excited about this. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I've got so much thinking to do tonight. But we must first say hello to some people in chat. Grizfoo. It's a very good new name, Grizfoo. What's happening? Cleansing the palate with some benchmark bonded. Need to move on to something else now. Good idea. Move along. Tonight's a big night. Move along to something friggin' incredible. Grizfoo. Uncle Robbie's here. Mike Hickman. Jeff Perkins. Jonathan Eady. Rhymes with needy. And guess what? Jonathan's not needy. I'm needy. That's why I do invite some of my friends tonight. Brandon Anderson. This is BS Mash should be at 250,000. I don't think so. I think we're probably well above where we should be. To be honest, to be fair. Oh boy. I'm scrolling down because I want to make sure that my microphone is working. Because after that one time, a couple weeks back when I streamed for 7 minutes without streaming, a little bit concerned. Wendy Miller, GW, Gary Franchi, friggin' franchise, Julie L's in the house, Sour Whiskey, Wandering Magoo, Luke Stevens, what's happening? Average Drinker, Dara's up in this mother fudger. What's going on, Dara? I love the likes. Julie's just chatting away. My Bourbon Podcast, wonder who that is. I have no idea. Is he around here somewhere? He might be. That's the Pear Bear himself. And he is a treat. He's a freaking treat, that guy. River Wolf with a U is in the house. What's happening, you friggin' wolf? Mike is on. Yes, thank you, Shayla. Appreciate that. Ernie's here, the brew baker maker himself, Rich Miguel Mijo. New member, thank you, Rich. Love the last name. Hard to really get around the Miguel meal. But how many squares do you have a day? Miguel meals. That's bad. That's a bad one. It's a bad joke. One of many happening already. Pensby Lad, congrats on 50K. Thank you so much, Pensby Lad. It's weird because I never expected to be where I'm at, but it's exciting. It's just exciting. Speaking of exciting, Toshi Bake with another effing super chat coming in hard and hot, 50 for 50, LFG. Congrats, buddy. Love you, Matt. Grabbing that KO batch 9 and ready to open it in celebration. Toshi, I got it here. It's here. It's ready to go tonight. We got a few bottles that we need to crack open. That's one of them. That's on the agenda. That's super on the agenda. DC's here. Man, WJK, by the way, Mr. Bill, is sending a flight, if you are unaware, a flight to myself and a man that we know as the Grease from the podcast, and a man we know from Drums and Drams, who we may not consider to be a man, but he's working his way there. And he's Cameron from Drums and Drams. And to Daniel Shook of the Bourbon Junkies. Hard to do this. And if you are unaware, those are 3 Matt Madness champions and then me. And we're going to go head-to-head on August 18th on the Shelf Turds channel, whiskeychannel.com. We're going to say thank you to David and Kira for the music this year while we super chat the crap out of them and go mono to see how badly I get stomped in my own game. As long as I don't lose degrees, that's all I care about. But just saying that, I feel like I just dug my own grave, like Machine Gun Kelly and that Eminem beef. Remember that? That was bad. It's totally bad. Sam's Whiskey Bars here. Jeffrey, whack the whack attack. High five, Jeffrey. Whack. High fives to you. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. I have some people in the back who I can't wait. I can't just have them back anymore. It's a friggin' celebration. It's a party. And if there's one thing I learned about a party, it's that if you have a party by yourself, unless it's in your pants, it's not the best party. And it's, you know what? The pants party's not even the best party to have if it's by yourself. You might want to invite others, or at least another. Never mind. We'll get scratched. That'll get edited out. Moving on, I've got some people who I want to say thank you for being here too. First of all, we have a man who live streamed not that long ago. As a matter of fact, he just got finished. He did some bookers against some friggin' bottles that, just spoiler alert, may have done pretty well against bookers. We don't necessarily know, but you're going to have to go back and watch his live stream because he's a man of many faces and a man of many ascots. And by many faces, I have no idea what I mean by that. But Mr. Fred Minnick, how are you?
I'm good, man. How are you, brother?
I invited you. I never think you'd actually be here.
Well, yeah, I am so proud of you, Matt.
Oh.
Like you are such an amazing human being. You're so hilarious. I love watching you. But you're also, man, people don't realize how good your palate is. Like, I love tasting with you. I love having you in my spirits competition. You are, you have a great palate. So,
no,
and it's just great. I'm so proud of you, man. I'm so happy for you. This is awesome, and I can't wait for 100,000. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. I mean, you never know. You never know from day to day how this YouTube game works. And could it be right around the corner? Sure. Could it never happen? Possibly. But it's been an awesome ride so far, and I'm glad to have people along the journey with me. You joined YouTube a little bit later than some of us, but not as late as some of them. You know what I mean? Some are like I was the original, Fred. I was the original coattail rider in this game, and now there's so many. But I put a firm stick in the ground that I was the first to ride the coattails of the greats.
Well, I will say this is coming up in a future episode of Bourbon Pursuit, but I am here to defend Whiskey Tube any day of the week that anyone wants to trash it. And the thing is people don't understand or appreciate the amount of education that is delivered here. I mean, is there unsavory things happening? Are there people who don't know what they're talking about? Are there people buying followers? Absolutely, that happens. But my God, that happens everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But I find, by and large, the majority of people putting in the time and trying and, the showing up every single time, I find that they are delivering. I cannot I cannot think of a better place to be educated right now. My only issue with YouTube is the algorithm and like what gets presented to you, and like it understanding the difference between me watching and my son watching.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to watch a YouTube video about Pokemon cards. I don't need that. But since my son's on there watching it, it delivers that to me instead of what I need, which is a good old fashioned whiskey tube with ADHD whiskey.
Oh, you never know. I might start collecting Pokemon cards along the way. I might be riding the coattails on that too. Down the road.
I'd love to see a Pokemon card pairing with whiskey.
That's definitely not up my alley.
I don't know how you could do that. I still don't understand them. But
hey, you know what? If there's one person thinking about it, there's a lot. That's one thing I've learned in my lifetime. By the way, Fred, congrats on the jiu-jitsu and the health conscious efforts that you're pushing towards. I've been doing the same thing. Not jiu-jitsu. I firmly believe that I could get strangled by mostly everyone on the planet. But,
well, that is true. Like if you get in jiu-jitsu, you will get choked. That is. And when you're early, you get choked a lot, and but you learn how to defend it, and it's not a straight on choke like that. I mean,
right.
You have to be clever with the chokes. But it still sucks.
It's like you tap one shoulder and then you're like, oh, nope, I was on this side the entire time. And guess what? That was your carotid artery. And now you're waking up.
Yeah, that can happen.
Well, Fred, thank you so much for jumping on. I'm going to have a few more people hop on who are waiting in the back. But in the meantime, this is choking me up. What in the heck is that? Julie L. That's stupid, but in the nicest way for me to say that. It's hard for me to say that that's stupid, but mean it in a nice way. But I mean that it's dumb. Julie, that's just ridiculous. You are super important, and you make the world better for all of us. No ceiling for you, buddy. Julie, stop. But thank you, and wow, that's incredible. Geez, holy shit. Wow. Wow, that's nuts. I got somebody who knows Fred personally in the back here, who is also a Kentuckyonian, which I just coined, Kentuckian himself. Perry, the Pear Bear. How's it going, Perry?
I'm a man.
Hello, gentlemen.
Where did you get sent to? Are you in a cellar somewhere?
I am currently in solitary confinement in my own living room. No, I am in the process. We sell our house has been up for sale. Well, it was up for sale for about 48 hours before we accepted an offer, and we are moving out of this place in about a week. Goodness. My studio is a mess. So I'm in the blank void with a couch and a guitar that is my living room for a little while.
Matt, I feel like this is a country song now. I mean, does it not look like
I'm in a blank void with a couch and a guitar, and the whiskey still tastes good.
That's impressive.
I mean, if you can work bomb shelter or bunker in there, that's more like what it looks like.
That is very true. That is very true. But hey, I want to say a couple things too, real quick. Just I don't want to overstay my welcome by any means.
Overstay your Barry, shush. Shush your face.
Okay, all right. You were talking about getting choked up right before I came on, and weirdly enough, it started getting me choked up as well. And I feel like I have this personal investment, not just, in our friendship, of course, but in being able to see from the ground up ADHD whiskey take off. I don't know if you had ever done a bourbon podcast or interview or anything like you had been able to do when you came and sat down in my studio here.
Oh no!
And it just like I take pride in being able to say I was there for the impetus of ADHD whiskey. I feel like, and I don't know, man. I'm
Perry. I've been like I said. So before I even started any of this, I was a consumer of content before I was before I made anything. So. I drove a county bus through many of snowstorms, listening to Perry talk about Henry McKenna with Fred Minnick. You know what I mean? That's seriously, like, I actually remember. It's funny because I do remember particular episodes. Ice cream trucks outside. Luckily, the kids just left. That would have been bad. They would have came and interrupted. But no, I remember driving right where I was at, listening to you and Fred talk about Henry McKenna. And it's like, to me, I've looked up to you since I was just a short, pudgy man driving a bus. With Chad and Sarah as well. Dutch and those guys with Curiosity Publicly. There's so many, of course, Bourbon Pursuit stuff. I remember when Fred joined Bourbon Pursuit, and I was like, "What? They got Fred? Incredible job, guys! Incredible job!" As I'm washing the bus for the second time because I didn't do it good enough the first time. They said wash it again.
We've all been there.
Like, all right.
We've all been there.
So, but thank you for putting me under your wing, Perry, and inviting me into.
And by the way, Matt, Perry is a very good interviewer. Like,
for sure, 100%.
Thank you, Fred.
I've been interviewed by him a few times, and I've also listened to his interviews. He is very good, very, very good at capturing stuff from folks. And if you all are not listening to This Is My Bourbon podcast, you need to go download it. He's a very it's hard to compare your style, Perry, but I would say you're a touch long form sports guy, like the 60 Minutes. What's his name? Brian Gumble. Brian Gumble. You remind me, your style is a little Brian Gumble-ish.
Pardon my French. That is a heck of a compliment, Fred.
He's a great interviewer. Yeah.
Thank you for that. And I'll return the compliment as well, and say that, as many changes as Tim Bipp has gone through over the years, I've always looked to you, and when we got to speak at Bourbon and Beyond this past year, I explicitly said to you for the first time, even though I had been kind of saying it in private for a while, that I look to you as a mentor, and I still truly feel that, and I would not be here sitting talking to you two without either of you being a part of this journey, and I thank you for that as well. But lots of warm fuzzies tonight, y'all.
Way too many warm and fuzzies. And
tonight's a huge accomplishment. I think it's worth. I mean, the warm and fuzzies are worth it. They're warranted.
Absolutely.
I mean, what Matt has done here is amazing.
Yes,
and
please let's stop talking about me. Yes,
it's well deserved.
Well, you're both mentors to me. And speaking of mythical beasts, we have. Is that what a Minotaur is? No, it's a joke. It's a bad joke.
That was good. I liked it.
Trev, I think I saw Trev in the back cover his head in being ashamed. We have Trev Wilson, the Bourbon Wrench, Dara and Bill from The Average Drinker, and Josh and Aaron, Stuff and Whiskey, all gracious. Here waiting in the back, just being beautiful people. Look at
Trev is on mute in classic Matt Porter fashion.
That scared me.
Hey, what's up? We're here.
I'm going to be totally honest. I don't think there's ever been a better looking bottom row anywhere in the world.
That's right.
Hell yeah.
Some would call us the power bottom row.
If you put Dan and Julie Like in the bottom row, if they're there, then
they're not here yet. But we can bring in friggin' Shayla. Oh, guess
what? Even more beautiful.
Now it's even a better bottom row. Look at that. There's seven screens on one. Thank you, everybody.
This is so beautiful with all the couples in the middle too.
Wait, why? We need to switch seats.
Well, it could happen.
Yeah,
probably. You are the lady. So.
According to
Trev, how dare you get on the wrong side?
By the way,
Trev was just ready to leave at that point.
Trev and Sarah, congratulations on the thing.
Thank you.
Go ahead and show the thing.
Oh,
it's so sweet.
Congrats,
guys!
Thank
Congratulations!
you.
Let's go, everyone! Finish your freaking glasses.
I'm gonna pour some makers for you, Trev.
By everyone, I mean the chat, but I mean you guys can do whatever you want.
I wasn't gonna drink tonight, but here you go, Trev.
Can you guys hear the ice cream truck?
Hold on. Shayla
The
comes
ice
on a
cream truck is-
50K live stream and says she's not gonna drink.
Well, you guys know what happened last time I had too many on Matt's stream. So.
Oh no, I did. The last time I got on the match stream, I was so drunk the next day. Yeah, I was still drunk.
Oh, that's called hungover.
The last time I streamed with Dara, I was so hungover at work. I was so pissed at you.
We've got pretty.
It wasn't even your fault. I was just pissed.
Oh
You gotta be nicer to one another. Tyler Smith, thank you so much. Congrats to the man, the myth, the legend, the world's top whiskey taster, one of the best blenders, and the man leading the charge for 50K whiskey nerds. You deserve it, buddy. Thank you, Tyler. Man, thank you everybody for being here. The ice cream truck. For a while I was like, maybe the ADHD thing is not like maybe they were wrong about it. No, it's so I couldn't even. Perry was saying such nice things, and all I could hear was the ice cream truck and getting closer. And I thought it was going to pull in the garage.
Can I be honest with you, Matt? My family is away this week, and I've been kind of hoping and praying that the ice cream truck would show up in our neighborhood too. So I could just.
I mean,
so
Perry,
I didn't have to share.
It's pretty hot in Kentucky right now, so
It's pretty miserable right now.
Yeah, I could go for some ice cream.
I'm not. Yeah. Do you want to go on an ice cream date tomorrow, Fred?
I'm down.
Now he's good.
He's got plans.
Nah. Fred.
Wait,
boy, if I had a nickel.
Are we taking a train, Perry? Because I'm out.
So, hey Fred, remember the last time you were on? Actually, no, you were with Jason for Blendageddon. We played you the train song that David made.
Yeah.
So we've been through another year of Matt Madness, which is my whiskey tasting tournament, and Jason made it all the way to the final. So there was another song made. I just wanted you to just get a glimpse into.
Oh shit! Okay.
It's. I think that you'll enjoy it. It's not.
Well, we'll find out.
Oh boy, where did I put it? There it is. I have.
That's what she said.
The world's worst desktop.
Is it?
Oh boy. All right, here it is. I'll just play a little bit of it for you.
You've got a whole set of these. Jim Beam train set decanter.
This train's a beam decanter, this train. This train's a beam decanter, this train. This train's a beam decanter. Fred don't like that kind of banter. This train's a beam decanter, this train. Everybody sing along, next verse. This train is full of whiskey. This train is full of whiskey, this train. This train is full of whiskey, this train. This train is full of whiskey, and it makes Fred Minnick pissy. This train is full of whiskey, this train. One more verse. This train is full of Jim Beam. This train is full of Jim Beam, this train. This train is full of Jim Beam, this train. This train is full of Jim Beam. Mention it again, and Fred just might scream. This train is full of Jim Beam, this train.
All right, that's the gist of
Funny
it.
ass shit right there.
That's David from whiskeychannel.com, just making everybody laugh. So the purpose of the game is people are nosing and tasting whiskeys with a short timer, like a minute timer, but they're also listening to that music while they're doing it. So they have to answer questions like distillery, age, proof. But in the while they're doing it, it's meant to distract them and be completely off the wall. So
I would be fairly distracted as well. So
yeah, it's nuts. But it's fun. I'm glad that everyone's a good sport about it. The train thing will just live on forever. Another $50 for 50. Let's get the others in on the party too. LFG, congrats, Matt. Well deserved and excited and honored to be a part of August 18th. That's going to be a fun stream for sure. We're going to do Watch Me Lose. You know what? I said I retired after World Stop Whiskey Taster, but now it's just me losing over and over again. That's fine.
But you never stop. You never stop learning, Matt. I mean, that's
You're
the
right.
beauty. That's the beauty of this. Is like you can taste as much as you want and think you know as much as you want, but you never stop learning. And in the minute that you think you know everything, that's when you do need to retire.
I don't even feel like you're talking to me. I feel like you're talking to this person right here, David Jennings.
Hey,
how's it going?
What's up, guys?
You hear that?
Hi,
You
Dave.
hear
What a
that?
crazy song.
You think you know everything? You're wrong. You keep learning.
Thank you for the invite.
Oh, thank you for showing up. I didn't expect anybody would be here, and turns out it's a nice. I mean, well, it was kind of
$50K, man. $50K. I gotta be here for that, dude.
I genuinely don't even know how I'm on the screen with all these people.
Me either.
Yeah, same, Trev.
I was thinking the same thing about me.
I'm kind of just like muting myself and just drinking and like staring at David's luscious hair and Fred's ascot.
I mean, David he's always had this hair. I mean, have you ever seen him in person? You ever met him in person?
Can't wait.
No, I haven't. That's why I'm drooling
It's a
over
wig.
him right
It's
now.
a wig.
It feels like he's coming out of like a Mayberry set of like where they're doing the hair, and you're like, and he's got this little strut, and he's wearing this little shirt, and then he's got it's right out of his mouth. So, wild turkey. And you're like, you got this feeling of like, is he real? Is it a robot? It's like,
David, I just want to know how much to run my fingers through it. I just want to get in there.
Is that a new tier on the Rarebird Patreon?
What's your turkey collection like? Is it strong?
I mean, you can't touch it unless you got it. Masters keep 17-year-old. That's a rule.
Well, you know how they have that feet website where people like take pictures and upload feet pics? There needs to be like one with hair. I would like make a ton of money, man.
Whoa. Tell us about the feet website, David.
It's called WikiFeet.
Yeah.
Hey,
like,
whoa. Don't talk crap about my website, okay?
Oh, it's only Trev's. Forget only Dan's. It's only Trev's.
Oh
No, there's plenty of us. I'm not going to sell out other viewers. There's like at least 3 of you on the screen right now that's on the website. I'm not saying any names.
Unless you have web feet, I don't think David would be there. And that's
I think I took this conversation somewhere it probably shouldn't have been in the first place.
Oh, David.
Thanks,
So
David.
I don't know if you heard, a few weeks back, my wife driving however fast you drive on the interstate.
Wait, did the feet thing like bring that up? What?
No,
we'll get
clicked. No, one of your friends, idiot turkey, comes flying out of the mountains into the interstate.
R.I.P.
Whammo! Windshield, bowling ball. Like Dara had to go save her in Denver area. Yeah, so guess what? Tell your friends to lay off the windshield, man. There was the dealership.
Good, they're not the smartest things.
No, not really. Like it tried to weave its way through traffic going 80 miles an hour. Should have waited. Jeez.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
It was the most expensive turkey we've ever encountered.
And you didn't even get it.
Today.
That's the thing.
Yep.
We didn't get it what?
You didn't get to eat it or drink it.
No. I think she like pulverized it and about it. Definitely didn't make it. That's for sure. Jeez.
Turkey burgers.
Yeah. Tony bag of donuts. Way to go, Portsky. Congratulations. Thank you, Tony. So Shayla is actually keeping track of super chats tonight.
Yes, I am. I'm tracking. There's a little tracker next to your guys' faces.
Oh, we've got a nice giveaway tonight. I'll tell everyone about that in a little while, but I appreciate everybody for being here and everyone for jumping on. This is incredible. This is an incredible experience. I saw the people in the back. I said, "Wow, is this incredible?"
Wow, is this incredible?
Is it getting any better, my Trump?
No, it's really bad.
Okay. All right. Well,
I think that was the worst one so far.
Are you practicing at all?
No, except for when I talk to you guys.
That was a Trump impression?
That's what I was thinking.
Robert Jennings. Fred's got nothing to say. It's okay. So
I've met Trump, so like my impression of him is very different. And
oh no.
Yeah.
What hasn't this guy done?
Moving on.
No comments, guys.
He's not been president. That's the thing.
You're not voting
Has he
right
though?
I got kicked out
you know.
of. I've never shared this. I got kicked out of the White House under Trump's reign. So like it's a long story, but essentially,
That's solid.
Oh, boy.
yeah.
It couldn't be worse than Clinton's experience. You're good.
With
I'm guessing it involved vodka. Something.
Yeah,
something-
so-
someone served you vodka, and
You had a
that was
vodka
it.
sucks T-shirt on.
Trump doesn't drink though.
No, but they're implicating the Russian aspect with the vodka thing. But no, here's what happened. I without revealing who this person was, somebody who was within his staff brought me into the White House, and I was getting the high level tour, and I was in Jefferson's library looking at the books, and I was enamored by him. And then we got kicked out of that room, and then we were in this room where all of these like porcelain bowls were, and I was like, oh my God, I saw a Taft bowl. And I was like, I know for a fact that man served whiskey punch out of this. So I'm like enamored by this. And so we were kicked out of that room again, and we were pushed over here, and we were told the first family was not going to be there. And then
Second family's good though.
They don't. And people kept coming up to us. Do you have an appointment? Do you have an appointment? And this is a person who is a high level person. So we can weave in and out, but they were being very aggressive about it. And then the first family shows up, and then we're trying to get out of the way, so we're trying to move completely out of the way of the first family. And everywhere we go, Trump is like following. So we're like trying to get out of the way. We're not out of the way. And then we get over here by a door where that door opens, and there's a bunch of like bushes there. Come to find out, that's like that little garden where he's always photographed, or the president's always photographed. And I was like, hey, and then my friend was like, hey, President. And he's like, hey, and he's kept walking. And then the next day, 3:00 in the morning, I get a phone call that the Secret Service is going to come and interrogate me and ask me a bunch of questions. And I was like, what? And it was like, because they said I was aggressive when I was getting kicked out of the rooms and things like that. And it all ended up being turned into nothing. And people got in, it came down to like, I mean, I was a veteran. I was there with someone else, and that was high up. And I got, it all blew over. But man, I called up 3 lawyers in a matter of 5 hours, and I was ready to be like detained by Secret Service over all that stuff. But yeah, so that's what happened with me in the White House.
That sounds like a real Forrest Gump experience.
You didn't show him your ass, did you?
No. Showed him something else though.
Oh my goodness, great. That's anyone else been to the White House? Not me.
Never.
On a school field trip, or
I've been on the other side of the fence.
Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I looked at it from a distance.
We're all on the other side of the fence as we speak.
True.
Yeah.
So we've all been to the White House then.
That's true.
Yeah.
Just varying distances. So Maddie.
Yes.
Can you say what the giveaway is? Because so far we are only at $785 in the super
only?
chat, right?
Jeez. Only? Okay.
No, I'm just kidding, but I feel like
That's
we need
ridiculous.
to. I feel like we need
I was
to
gonna
get to
bring it up. I have just a few things. Just a square box horsey on top. I've got a red an antique thingy, and a slip and Jimmy. I've got a full slip and Jimmy here.
Nice.
As a thank you. So yeah. And about the slip and Jimmy, if you know, you know. That's a 8.5-year MGP. It's really, really, really good.
So good.
I got lucky. Sometimes you get lucky with barrels that are presented to you, like that one. It was incredible. It was incredible. I can't say the word incredible without going into my terrible Trump. It's a bad one. Big Vic, congrats, Matt and stream is plugged tomorrow, July 1st at 9 p.m. Eastern. LLS charity fundraiser. Cheers, y'all. See you there. Big Vic is having a fundraiser tomorrow on his channel at 9 o'clock. Be there, guys. Be there. This whole week is full of crazy things. Fred raised money tonight. How did that fundraiser go, Fred? Was it a success?
Yeah, it lasts through the 5th, and we're trying to raise money for the USO. When the USO was incredible for me when I came home from Iraq, and I've always tried to raise money for them. And one of the really prominent whiskey members in our community, Kurt Colson, is on the board for the USO. And we've done a lot of like barrel picks for the USO and tastings and so forth. And when we got the opportunity to do like a fundraiser channel, like you can like donate money when you do a video. It doesn't always do well, but my goal is $3,000, which is not a lot. It's kicking, but I think we're at a couple hundred right now.
Good. Yeah, thank you for doing that. That's a major.
Fred, I'll be doing a turkey pick with Kurt in a couple weeks.
Do you ever do anything besides turkey, David?
I do. Actually, I do. You'd have to check out the list. I've got a good many that aren't turkey.
You're such a good writer, though. I'd love to see you start writing about other stuff.
Yeah, turducken.
You will see that soon. I've got something new in the works, so stay tuned. But one thing so I'm sipping on Master's Keep Bottled and Bond right now, which, Matt, I know you're a fan of.
I am. I actually, just to interrupt you for 1 second, you can get right back to your Master's Keep. I just poured and tasted because it's been sitting in my box, my 1 Ounce Wednesday box, for over a year now for me to select and taste blindly, but I can't take it anymore. It's the sample you gave me from the other David. It's a 2002 Russell's Reserve 10-year 101 proof.
Correct. Yeah, that
incredible.
Comes from David James, who David has a wild turkey museum, literally has a wild turkey museum in New York State. And he has a massive collection of wild turkey. And he wanted you to have a sample because he's a big fan of your show. So shout out to David James.
DJ.
That's from him.
That's two David J's in the same place at the same mother effing time.
But okay, so
at all.
So I'm sipping the Bottled and Bond now, which is epic. It's one of the best turkeys, especially in the last 10 years or so. But there is a distillery that's really impressed me lately, and is really kind of pushing to become my second favorite distillery, believe it or not. And that is Ben Holiday. Holiday.
Oh yeah, Missouri. Okay. Yeah.
Ben Holiday's stuff is incredible. I mean, on paper they might be craft whiskey. On the palate, they are not craft whiskey.
It's so good.
They can compete with the big boys.
One right here.
And it is excellent stuff. Very impressed with both recipes, the rye bourbon and the wheated bourbon. And just fantastic. I've had a couple of the single barrels via samples. I've had the Rickhouse proof of the wheat, and then I've had the Bottled and Bond of the rye and the wheat, and I've been impressed with everything they've made. So I'm going to be heading out there in September, and I'm looking forward to it because I've been told nothing but fantastic things from multiple people about Ben Holiday. So I'm excited.
They helped raise a lot of money for the flood victims out here in Kentucky and tornado victims. Like they donated barrels, but Missouri actually has a very faint claim to that they created the recipe for bourbon. But so Missouri has an incredible distilling heritage. They just never really put it together. But the majority of the cooperage talent comes from Missouri, from Independent Stave there in Lebanon, Missouri. And they're all, incredible. There's a lot of talent in Missouri. So I'd say look out for them, but they got caught up. And I tend to do this. I hear something where there's a history connection. I was like, start going, and Matt, like you, like ADHD, like I have to like I have to like spew this out, or like I have to go and like scream it in the alleyway or something. but Missouri actually was one of the most prominent distilling states in our country until the whiskey ring in the 1870s. They were actually caught bribing all of these tax collectors all the way up to the White House and President Grant's cabinet, even with Orville Babcock, and they got really punished for all these bribes. And so those people who were prominent distillers were no longer allowed to distill by law for a few years. So the city became the St. Louis and places throughout Missouri became brewing towns versus distilling towns. But that Missouri very well could have been what we know as Kentucky today, if not for that one moment.
Wow.
Bill and I are just bringing the Missouri because we're both from Missouri. So we're just here to bring all of the Missouri goodness to the stream. We're just trying to.
Is that where that one bottle came from? You sent me a sample of?
Oh God, no, that came.
That was from Kansas. That was from Kansas.
That was Kansas.
Yeah.
That's where I went to college.
Oh well. Geez.
Are you a tiger? You're a tiger?
I'm a tiger.
He's a tiger. I'm a wildcat.
She's
okay.
And Aaron's a cougar. Boom.
I was wondering how you were going to get that in.
Oh, that's just make old woman jokes about me.
There's a lot of those around here. They fly around fairly often.
Thank you, Yins, too, 50K owner Matt. Thanks for all the info and fun you put out. Listen, I don't know about as much info. If you want info, I try to put it in a little. I'm so worried about getting things wrong. I can't do it. So Jason from the Mash and Drum, he's Mr. Info. Fred, Mr. Info. I could literally repeat something I read off a bottle and then wonder if the bottle's wrong, and then someone's going to yell at me in the comments. I tried to do that for my first few videos. I tried to go into detail about history, and then I quickly realized that probably wasn't my forte.
Yeah.
Because
I like how you read the labels. I do appreciate that.
It is. It is nice.
No one does that.
My favorite thing about the labels is because, like, if you're a consumer in a store and you don't know anything about it, that's what you know.
That's all you got.
For example, the worst bottle of whiskey to review every year is this. It doesn't say a goddamn thing on it. There's nothing on here. I mean, it gives you information about like what it is, but it's not like Elijah Craig, the father of bourbon. Yeah. He was a young. I wish it was like.
By the way, that's a
old
falsity. I will say that is a falsity. He was not the founder of bourbon or father of bourbon. But,
well, maybe that's why they don't put it in writing.
Yeah.
Well, the old bottles had it.
Mm-hmm.
They did.
On the back label.
They're going off of what the industry spewed in the 1950s and 60s, and that's a story for another time. But man, Matt, like you talk about like Mash and Drum, Matt. Jason's amazing, and you talk about information like how it's going. But man, people watch you you are a very, very good. You're a great taster. You really are. And I mean that's why you're on my competition. You're a great taster. It has nothing to do with knowledge of a product or how it's made or whatever. Tasting is such a unique skill. It's a unique skill that you can teach, but there has to be some talent there for it. And you have it. You have it. And I've tasted with a lot of people in my career. And you're up there, man. You've got it. The other thing I will say about you, Matt, is that you are what whiskey's all about, and that's a fun personality. It's a fun personality. Like it gets boring if everybody's like dry. Like, oh my gosh! So over here we have this whiskey. It was made on this plane. That's not whiskey's. That's not what it's about. And when we get ourselves taking it too seriously, that's when whiskey goes wrong. Whiskey's not meant to be 1972 wine. It's not meant to be that. And when I first watched you, I was like,
good God. Oh.
Finally, finally, someone who has a dry sense of perverted humor. You know.
And Matt, you have a knack. Like there's something you cannot teach, and it's comedic timing. And when you take the wata palette and you combine it with the comedic timing that you just innately have, it is a wonderful thing.
Oh,
and you're the best, man. You're the best. That's why I'm here.
I love you guys for being so nice. It's making me extremely uncomfortable, though.
Yeah, I know. That's why.
Okay, now we need to roast Matt. Everybody,
Yes,
start
please.
roasting Matt.
I've got a couple people in the back we need to bring on. Before I do that, Fred, I do tell this story often when we talk about tastings, and if you get brought up at Bardstown Bourbon Company when we both judged the World's Top Whiskey Taster the second year, when we tasted their blends, and Nick from Bardstown Bourbon Company comes into the their spirits library there, which you helped curate, by the way, incredible job. But he came in and he's like, oh, I can't do Nick very well. He's like, how's everybody doing? And his, he's English. That was, you know what? I should stop with accents or trying to pretend like I'm people. He said, how's everyone doing? And then I hadn't taken a note yet. And Fred was like, all done. You had done, like, you had scored them all, like ranked them all. And I hadn't written a note. I was like, you said take your time. And he's like, yeah, but you have to get done tonight. Fred had already finished everything before I even took a single note. But if you want to take notes, these are a couple people you should take some notes from. These are industry friggin' leaders, gangsters, and they put out an incredible video this morning. Greens and reds and yellows. Chad and Sarah, how the heck are you two?
Hello.
I was like, who's he talking about? Then you said greens and reds and yellows. I was like, oh yeah, that's us.
We were still backstage.
You were
well, I guess it's the compliment Matt show. I don't know how long.
Don't do it. Give me some shit.
I truly was. When they were saying those super nice things, I was thinking, gosh, I'm really glad no one's saying that to me right now, because I would be like, what do I do? I'm not sure.
Turn inside out.
They won't be. They won't be.
Great.
They won't be saying anything good, especially with you wearing that shirt.
I wish my wife were home to set me straight.
Channel. I was like, I'd like a fun shirt that Matt would wear. So I channeled my Matt.
There you go.
For today. I don't know.
Lovely.
It's sick.
Lovely.
It's sick.
Bill, Bill hasn't said anything nice about me tonight. Bill, what do you got? Just kidding.
I don't have anything nice for you, Matt.
Thank you.
I just know you. Just nothing nice.
Brandon Anderson, Matt, we all think you're great. You should move to Kentucky and do something big with bourbon. Hey, with the housing market.
Matt, you're great. You're great.
Thank you, Bill.
I wouldn't know you if it wasn't for Bill.
Yeah. There you go.
Bill, you introductory son of a bee.
You're the only reason that I started whiskey.
Bill.
Aww.
There you go, Matt.
So
sweet. All right, follow that up. Sweet things.
I was going to give up turkey, and then I watched Matt, and it was like the angel thing, and I was back in the game. Thank you, Matt.
I'm going to write another book.
Just started putting pencil to paper. Jeez. Jeff Mahar, wow. Look at all the legends. Congratulations, Matt. Fred, I love your books. Hashtag Shayla Bot rules.
Oh, thanks.
Fred's not an author. Give me a break. That's okay.
He's a friggin' good one.
Yes, very good. One more cast with a huge super chat. That's incredible. Thank you. Just glad to be here. Congrats, Matt. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I love the frame of Perry with just a tail wagging.
I was just gonna say the same thing. The tail.
I have
when he gets excited.
I have the two neediest dogs in the world. One of them was supposed to be my emotional support dog for my anxiety. And
in the bunker?
Yeah, exactly. And she has more anxiety than I do now. And also, this is Toulouse. He is the dumbest dog I have ever met in my entire life, but he is a sweetheart, and all he wants is attention.
That's the best.
Also, hi, Chad and
Barry
Sarah.
Hi, Chad and Sarah. You look like you're about to start a grunge music video, Perry.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Right. That makes like a 1990s music video where it's
for sure. Yeah.
A little bit.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
It's like if Nirvana were just never made it.
Boy, if that isn't
that'd be the
this
title
is a roast. Damn.
I know.
That could be the title of your album in your swimming pool with your pee out. It's called Never Made It.
Wait. I don't know if I should be the one suggesting this because I 100% will get my feelings hurt, but should there be like a whiskey tube roast?
Yes.
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
absolutely there should.
We'll all make enemies. We'll all just be enemies after.
No, it's got to be in jest. Like we all have good enough senses of humor.
Oh,
Fred's like, every morning when I wake up, what the hell are you guys talking about?
Comments lately?
Tuesday.
None of you visit Reddit, apparently.
Oh, my goodness.
A whiskey tube roast Reddit?
No, I don't read Reddit. I refuse to.
I won't.
Reddit will make you want to quit your channel.
Yeah, that sounds like a good way to make myself cry. Just read
See, man, congrats, brother. Watched you wax wife's legs and feet on the stream. That was Valentine's Day 2020. We were in.
Was that behind a paywall?
That was before the pandemic.
Wait, Matt, you for real waxed your wife's legs with a live stream?
Oh, for sure did.
I gotta know more.
And then she waxed mine because I said that like she was overreacting. So I said, if I make a face, then she waxed a part of my leg, a part of my arm.
So was she overreacting?
Big time. But let me say this: as a child, I was bullied and beat up and pinched and poked at a lot when I was little. So maybe that just carried over into my. But no, she was just totally overreacting. That's
was
probably
it
still
on only Mats, or was it on YouTube?
It was on YouTube.
Yeah,
it was Valentine's Day 2020. We got
only drams,
a couple whiskeys. It was can't remember what Booker's it was. Might have been Country Ham. No, it wasn't Country Ham. It was after Country Ham because it was not good. Just like the rest of them, right, Fred? Just kidding.
Well, tonight was not a good showing of the latest one. I'll tell you that. So,
I heard.
We have thoughts.
What? I'm not prepared.
Oh, we haven't reviewed.
We haven't reviewed it officially.
Yeah, it looks like the champ is here. The champ is here. That's the song, I think. But boom. Wow, everyone's really little now.
Oh, there we go.
What, is that a shiny? That's a shiny belt.
Dude, look at that belt.
And it's metal. I mean, it took me as many people. I beat as many people as Matt has subscribers to get this belt. I want that to be known. Like, I want that on the record. Oh, but for real, dude. Thanks for bringing me in, man. You guys were talking about people who are really good, like with history and whiskey information. I felt like I really belonged here. So, I feel like I don't often brag or speak highly of myself, but I do feel like we may be among the best at history. So,
some would say.
Yeah. I did that for the first 100 videos, and then I was like, nope.
We've done it, I think, about 5 times. And I'm 100% sure that every time we've done it, we've actually just misquoted something. So.
Hey, guys, I don't want to be we're about to go consummate our engagement. Come on over. Show the people. When I say consummate, like, I am so hungry. We haven't eaten. Go show the people. Show the people.
There we go. Full screen that bitch.
I'm trying to find it there.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny loved it.
That's a rock.
Congrats.
Congrats. Yay.
I like the fingernails too, by the way. Not bad.
They're terrible. They're terrible.
How much
tell us how they're terrible.
During Italy?
Gonna become Mrs. Captain Trev Wilson.
Yeah. Got a new hat too.
I got a new captain's hat.
Yeah.
Just wait. Wow. Just wait until I'm drunk tomorrow.
So
I can't wait.
So before you consummate the marriage, Trev, I do want to say thank you because consummate the. I guess you can't consummate anything yet. That's not how that works.
I was literally just saying that.
Friday
We're
night.
going to go eat dinner. I'm starving.
Yeah, that's not how that works.
Turns out Trev doesn't know what consummate means.
It's fine. Oh no, just you can't see Chad, but I know.
No, anyway,
no, you gave me the login, so I can see now. Thanks.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Trev has been around since the very beginning of everything, and sometimes when you begin a whiskey channel on the internet, you overestimate your ability to taste whiskey on the internet without turning into an asshole. One night I turned into I was early on.
I wouldn't say that.
And well, you saw my asshole because it was 300 pounds. My pants were falling down. But anyway,
yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
It was bad. It was a bad time. But Trev Wilson stayed in chat as a moderator and literally was telling people, don't ask him to drink anymore. Don't, being an all-time MVP all-star, just a great friend and a great person. And honestly, without Trev, I probably wouldn't be doing this today.
I think it was also 5 a.m.
Yeah. It was a bad night. And that night almost ended the entire thing.
The OG wrench. Right
you were streaming at 5 a.m.?
No. He was not. He was, but not intentionally. It was a good time.
That's a good way to phrase it.
But that still means yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The stream was going, yes.
But I wasn't necessarily involved anymore on screen.
If it happened during COVID, it doesn't count.
Oh, okay, no, this was like 2 years before COVID.
Yeah. If it happened before COVID, it doesn't count. Jeez Louise. But, and then just great friends ever since. And congratulations on your engagement.
Well,
those babies are going to be hot.
Wait. No, they're going to come out with six-pack abs.
Yeah, they're coming out with
that. Turns out I just got
Captain's
told myself in freaking 2020. That's not what I meant. You're gonna produce some kids.
Well,
somebody's got to get Matt out of this right now. Like
literally everybody.
Yeah. Before you start talking about my children, Matt. No, I love you, and I love. Me and you were here before anyone was here. And you know what I'm saying? So
I think we were the first two moderators for Dan and Sean.
It was ADHD Whiskey.
ADHD fishing.
Yeah.
And I'm drunk.
No, good.
Yeah, you channel me, buddy.
Fred,
you two
Fred, what was that thing you're going to do on Bourbon Pursuit about Whiskey Tube?
No, I just
never.
Oh yeah, Fred was going to say something.
Nobody else was here for that.
No, Fred was going to say something. He was going to do something on whiskey on Bourbon Pursuit.
We in an upcoming Bourbon Pursuit episode, we had this.
Yeah, I hear it beeping.
We had Trev.
Trev, you're not muted, brother.
No, I know I'm not muted. Like we literally have dinner.
Okay, it's okay
in the house.
It's okay to go, man. It's okay. It's all right.
I love you.
No, that's why she left. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
No, I was just gonna say.
By the way,
I got to give my speech.
As a man who's been married for like 16 years, it's good to follow her when she leaves.
But guess what?
What did I miss?
You know what I'm saying? We know each other.
That's well played.
Pretty incredible.
You're amazing. That's what.
I never expected that to happen, but sometimes you just get lucky and she comes back. Happy 50K. Thank you, Caviar Hound. Oh, is that Julie in the back as Caviar Hound?
It has to be. That's not anybody else.
Wait a minute. What in the hell is this? I just passed over that? What the fuck? Pardon my language, Dan.
Sorry, Bev. Sorry.
Mom, put on your filter. Oh my god. How did I miss that?
Did you see Julie's from earlier?
for 250.
Okay.
So her husband beat her by a penny.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
That's better than beating her with a penny,
Well, love you, Matt. We're so fortunate that you entered our lives.
Stream.
49,300 subscribers ago. Appreciate your friendship more than you know, probably because I never tell you. Yes, you do. I still won't, not counting just now. Thank you, Dan. That is stupid in the best of ways. I mean, what do you say to that? Like, what do you literally say?
That's a lot of money.
Stupid is appropriate.
I can't even. Well,
I was trying to. Fred, what were you going to say? I was trying to listen to Fred's story.
Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, I got a. Let's see.
Never mind.
No. Well, because
this is kind of like the fuck your train incident, man.
Yeah,
I mean, this is like...
seriously, you got to train. Fuck it. So, I mean, don't fuck it, but I mean, fuck it.
Hey, that's what you're into, man.
Metaphorically, some would say.
Different strokes for different folks, am I right?
There we go.
So
that sentence will not come back to haunt you.
I'm not gonna
Not
say
at all.
anything.
That's not going to be clipped. We promise.
Sorry. Well, okay, now I'll stop. Everyone, shut up so Frank can tell his thing.
So in an upcoming episode of Bourbon Pursuit, it came up is whiskey tube overrated, underrated, that kind of thing. And I was like, I mean, I was like standing on a hill defending whiskey tube because I think this is an amazing place for education. Is there places where people buy followers and get stupid and do dumb shit? Absolutely. But I mean, that's everywhere in the world today. I mean, for God's sake, I can't handle another poorly written article written by some shit turd fucking website. I mean,
David Jennings.
I didn't want to. Thank you, Matt. I didn't want to say it, but I kid. I love you. I love you, David. But I look at this as like there's so many different places to go. And I think there's so many really good tasters in here. And Matt, that was my point, is like your palate is great. You have a great palate. And that discovery of finding your palate, I would imagine, happened because you were pushing forward in your YouTube channel. And to me, that is what YouTube can really be. It can be a barrier for the marketers in trying to reach consumers. Like we are really, some of us are like the last like vestige of like not bought like reviewers or something. And that is what's out there, is like marketers are overtaking so much of whiskey media, whether it's the history of it or it's what is good. The fact is like Whiskey Tube is a great place, and you find whatever flavor you like, whether you like me or you like Matt or you like Bourbon Junkies or Mash and Drum or Stuff and Whiskey, whatever you like, whoever you align yourself with. To me, there's so many great personalities in here who actually know what the hell they're talking about. And I think Whiskey Tube is far better than anything out there in terms of media for learning about whiskey, except maybe a book. But that's if you read. Not everyone reads anymore.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah, the attention span needed for a book is like, wow, that's a lot.
It's hardcore.
It's long, some would say.
It is pretty. Yeah.
YouTube shorts are on the come up, which means reading books is harder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh man. Somebody commented on
Fred,
a short.
I know what I think it boils down to is that people, they want to feel like they connect. They want to feel like they can relate. They don't want to feel like, especially if they're new to the hobby, like they're new to whiskey. I mean, there's a huge learning curve there, right? And you want to feel like you belong. You want to feel like you can relate to the person that's talking to you or that you're watching. And that's what Whiskey Tube accomplishes, is it allows for people to ease their way into the hobby, have fun, see that, this is just average people, just like them. And, if they can do it, why can't I?
And I give so much credence to Chad and Sarah and Whiskey Vault, what they did to build, create this. Like, I came here out of desperation from the pandemic and being furloughed from so many different things that I was a part of. YouTube was never meant to be a thing for me, but I came here and honestly, it saved my career, but it brought me so much more. And one of those beautiful things that it brought me was Matt. Matt, tonight is about you. I keep trying to bring it back to you. I'm long-winded and go fucking stupid sometimes.
I just like hanging out and.
Man. But you are when I think of Whiskey Tube, I think of ADHD Whiskey. I really do. I think of you and like what you become, how you built a career, and how you are now. You've won like a tasting competition. You now are an actual professional judge in the American Spirits Council of Tasters. I mean, you are someone finding themselves through whiskey in a good way, and I love that. And to me, that's what Whiskey Tube is. Same with Bourbon Junkies and Chad and Sarah and everyone here. I mean, it's such. This is a beautiful community that sure it has a lot of shit in it, but what doesn't have shit in it? What doesn't have turds? What doesn't have anything telling you to suck out there? I mean, that's everything. You know, I love this community.
That comes back to the Reddit thing where you guys were talking about Reddit a little bit ago, but like. There doesn't even have to be an argument, because if you don't like it, just move on, right? It's the most simple mindset on planet Earth is like, if you don't like a podcast, don't listen to it. If you don't like a YouTube channel, don't watch it. If you don't like a movie, don't watch the movie. It's literally the simplest thing you could possibly do is to just leave. Like, it's not difficult.
Dan, why in the world would you do that when you could just complain about it to the entire internet?
Isn't that true?
Yeah, you're just like, hey, I hate this free content that you made. It's terrible. Thanks a lot.
What Reddit's incredibly good for is you go and you wait for like the big shit post of everybody that's like on the screen, right? And then you make a video referencing that shit post, and then it gets a bunch of clicks and a bunch of views. YouTube likes that, then it pushes it out, and then all of those like the basement dwellers from there come over and like comment on it. Like when we reviewed Brendan Schaub's Tiger Thick whiskey, I remember getting text messages that were like, "Be careful, like that Reddit," and I'm like, you realize that's the weirdest thing to be worried about is like a random subforum on the internet. I guess it's so weird. I don't know, but.
I will say this about Reddit. Reddit does have a lot of really good tasters on there too. Like I've read their reviews, a lot of the reviews, a lot of good tasters on there. But man, I've been a pincushion there. I think we've all been a pincushion on that spot. But I kind of like that. I kind of like it. To me that is like I know it's easier for me to hear I suck than I'm good, and I think that's I work toward the thing about I think probably a lot of us here. You can't get through 100 episodes of whatever your YouTube channel is if you don't have this characteristic. But if someone tells me, if someone's out there criticizing me or whatever, criticize me all you want. I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I'm going to work hard. Criticize me the next day. I'm going to wake up that next day and I'm going to work harder. My entire life has been about me sucking and getting better. And at no point have I ever looked at it and said, oh my God, I'm the greatest. So this is that or whatever. It's about believing in yourself and always pushing forward. And that's a characteristic everyone on Whiskey Tube has, because we've all gotten the shit comments. We've all been derailed at one point or another on Reddit or Facebook, and we've all been told we don't know what we're talking about. But if you keep pushing forward, that's a character of who you are. So it takes a lot to be here right now and to be 50,000 subs in. I'm just saying. That's OG stuff.
It's because Matt's so damn pretty.
He is.
And he just keeps getting prettier.
I know, it's crazy. He's aging like the most incredible cheddar you've ever seen.
You know what I think is impressive?
Cheddar. I like that you went with cheddar. If I'm Parmesan.
Cheddar is phenomenal. I don't know why you guys haven't had good age.
No,
cheddar
I'm just thinking.
Oh my goodness!
I've just never heard someone be compared to like. Right, like, yeah, you age like fine wine. Though this guy, he ages like cheese.
Is that Tiny Chad or Giant Glen?
What? Wait, here's Tiny Chad next to the Giant Glen.
Woof. That's Lil Chad next to the
Lil
Giant
Chad.
Glen. Yeah.
Wow.
That's also a small Chad is coming.
I knew that would come back.
Matt! Oh,
Fantastic.
I knew that would come back.
Listen, I still got clips. It's no big deal. Hey,
Those clips.
I have oh shit, they're gone. Son of Dan. Oh, Dan and Julie were in the back, and I was just about to bring them on because they've been back there, and then now they're gone. Damn it.
Well,
Chad, is that
we'll be hopping off. This is a large Glencairn. We'll be hopping off after Chad drinks this. We'll make space for them.
I can't believe we're getting off before.
Right now.
I can't believe we're getting off before Trev.
I can.
I'm
Bye,
so
Trev.
freaking hungry.
He said that
in my lap.
30 minutes ago. He said that 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
No,
I was just waiting for her
this.
to finish dinner.
Are you still here?
Oh my god.
You done?
Trev,
I gotta
what
go.
is
Done?
happening?
Are you done?
Go consummate your
How
dinner.
to lose friends and make enemies.
Hours, so that's what's
I'm
All right,
petting the
Trev and
dog.
puppy.
I read that book. Whoa! Holy crap!
Did
Trev-
Trev drop his dog? What the
We
hell?
gotta go.
Bye, Trev. Love you.
Oh, wow.
That was the correct. That was the correct move. That was for Trev's sake.
Yep. Yeah.
Wow.
Trev's not a quitter.
Trev's
Scooby
gotta go
Doo
eat,
just turned
guys.
into Scooby Don't. That
Trev's
was-
gotta go eat.
Ooh.
Wow. Dan and Julie, come back. By the way,
I'm sorry. Earlier, DC almost made me spit my drink out of my mouth with one of his
That was
comments.
I just laughed my butt off.
I'm
It was in the middle of a speech, and it was just I wake up all hard all the time. I was like, really?
Martin Al, congrats,
So-
Matt. Stayed up late to catch you live for the first time. 2:30 in the UK. Holy crap. My dog
Whoa.
is getting me up in 2 hours anyway. Love you all. Thank you, Martin.
Dang.
You're
Mark.
probably
Why?
asleep now, but
Yeah,
Wow.
because that was a while back.
that was a
Jeez.
while back.
That was a while back. I'm sorry. TJD, congrats, Mac. Continue doing what you're doing. I'm going to. Just going to keep plugging away. I appreciate each and every one of you so freaking much.
Josh and
I feel
Aaron lost
Matt,
power, buddy.
No,
Dan and
damn
Julie
it. I
just-
am talking. I am talking now. Matt.
That's impressive.
These 10 people live streams. Woo! No, I love
You're
them.
a bit.
Have you been drinking this whole time and I haven't noticed?
No,
That's
continue.
Chaz.
Okay.
We got Chaz.
Oh, Chad has.
Nah, not yet. Maybe after this. No, we. Oh, not reject, Chad. No,
Yeah.
get him out of there. We now have to say our prepared nice statement about you.
I didn't prepare
because we have to hop off. We
true.
had a busy day of yard work, and we're pretty out
We're
of
tired.
it.
It's past my bedtime.
But I poured this in tribute for you, Mr. Porter. How many years ago did we meet? I feel like it was at Whiskey Weekend 3.
2019, 18,
18?
19.
When
I'm not
was-
sure.
19?
It was
20. It was not 2019.
2020. 21?
2020.
I
No.
don't know.
before that. Anyways,
21. It was
unimportant.
21, I think.
It was
There's
just-
pre-COVID and there's post-COVID, and
Yeah.
it was pre-COVID.
It was at some point, but that was a joy. You've been a joy ever since. We are glad to have you in our lives and on our small screens here. And congrats on 50K. You will be having another 50K and beyond before, hopefully before too long, because you just deserve it so damn much.
We're just counting the days
Here,
until
here.
you overtake us.
Yes, everyone in this room.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're the best, buddy, and hopefully we get to see you in person soon. I know
Soon.
there was a little talk about that. We'll hit you up on the two-way about that later. But this one's for you. This
Yeah.
one's for you, man.
Oh, man.
Our style icon.
Down the hatch. Wow, that is.
Oh, he did it all at once.
That's what
I'm
she said.
jealous of
I don't
that
know
guy.
if that's impressive or it's
love
it's
that.
really hard to tell if that's impressive or not, or if it's just a
I'm
camera trick.
slightly concerned about that.
It goes down really easy when it's in a huge glint.
You're
I'm
gonna
just-
have heartburn.
just
later.
saying, yeah.
Can your head fit
But
in that thing? That's huge.
I mean, almost.
He has a big head. No,
Most of my head. No, I am
All
your
right,
father.
I'm taking it.
All right.
Something I want to say before y'all go, Chad, Sarah.
All right.
You know, Fred was talking about YouTube and Whiskey Tube, and what's interesting is, and I don't count myself necessarily as Whiskey Tube because I don't really have a whiskey channel. I'll guest in every once in a while, but anyway, if you go back and you look at everybody's first video, and I think this is a really fun thing to do. Go back and look at, unless you've purged it, go back and look at everybody's first video and then look at their latest video and look at how far everyone has come. And I think that Chad and Sarah, you guys set the bar for that, because your production value from the very beginning was always a cut above.
Oh, it's bourbon night.
But I'm serious, and everybody's improved their game, and their technology, their cameras, their micro. I mean, there's some. I mean, Matt, look at your channel now. Remember what it was like when you were in your kitchen or whatever, and now look at it. I mean, it's very impressive what's been done over the last 3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah, almost 4. Yeah.
Yeah, very impressive, and
Thank you.
So something to be said for that.
Thank you, Mr. Bird.
Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, now I'm like, is this my celebration? I'm uncomfortable with compliments. Me and Matt.
Yeah, put it back on. Put it back on, Matt.
And
now you gotta say something like a little bit negative to bring me back down.
As an appreciation for that statement, I would like that glass.
Oh, that's not going to happen.
He's not going to let it go.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, he already broke.
We don't
down
even
the
remember
shipping
what that
container
thing cost. Yeah, exactly.
Where did you get that from?
But,
That thing's awesome.
I ordered it direct from Glencairn.
You can buy
them. Wow. Okay. All right.
I got it for our
100K.
Our celebration.
For the track hawk, awesome. Bro. Greg, look, I already got DC sent me a track hawk, so we're good. Is it like a tiny little model?
All right.
Sure. But
love you, mean it.
We're peacing out, everybody.
Bye. Thank you so much.
And everyone in the chat as well, and on the screen. Bye bye.
Oh man, I am so far behind in chat. Holy crap, it's terrible. Tommy,
Man,
D,
you
cheers
cannot
to
have you can't have this many people on and keep up with chat. Like that's not even your fault. That's just not doable.
I mean, it's all my fault because
That's fair.
You haven't even kept up with the fact that you have a new person that's on screen with us.
Jason from the Master and Drum, everybody. Friggin'
And
Jason.
Matt brought him in, which is the best part.
I know that. Yeah.
Well, because I wanted to bring him in before he felt, because Dan and Julie sent super chat of $500, and then I didn't because I thought Trev was going to leave, and then Trev didn't, and then they left, and now I feel like I should send them $500 in a penny back. You know what I mean? Less, of course, fees, which of course is going to go both ways. Which unfortunately YouTube does it. Mashed matter, we all know. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to read that, but thank you.
Read super chats before putting them in. No.
I can't.
I know. I
can't
never do that either. I never.
Jimmy Huff, thank you, Jimmy. Jason, how the heck is it going, dude?
What's going on, man? Congrats!
I like your Heaven Hill stuff.
Buddy.
Your tier list, Heaven Hill stuff was pretty dang entertaining. I like that. It was good.
What's going on, man? Congrats on 50K. Surprised that
Oh my gosh.
You hit like 20 years ago. Oh my god.
This train is a favorite moment. This train.
Come on.
Chugga choo choo.
This train, baby, this train.
I just realized that Fred got up when Matt brought Jason in to do that. And
That's
it makes
exactly
me
what
so
happened.
happy.
That's exactly what happened.
I was wondering why I was getting up, and now it clicked.
One of the best whiskey YouTube moments ever is that live stream with Jason and Fred. And Jason's genuinely, passionately, like pure joy.
Right.
And
I was excited. I was excited about him until Fred brought me back to earth.
Dude. It was, and then how Jason handled it. That was one of the greatest. It was so great, man.
You know, do you realize like I'll go to like stores here in Ohio and I'll walk in and like random people that know my channel will be like, "Yo, Jason, F your train."
Oh, dude, that's actually the best possible scenario.
Well, I'm just here looking for some Henry McKenna. You got any?
I'm like, F you. Oh, F you. You have any Blantons, sir? No, I'm like,
wow. Wow, 50K. Thank you for everything you do for this community. I've learned so much. Cheers. All thank you, Michael. And Ophidian. Still not sure if I'm saying that right. Love you long time. Love you long time, Ophidian. Yeah, I am bad at this. Dude, Jason, how does it feel sitting next to Dan right now? Do you want to just reach across the screen and strangle him?
No, not at all. Not at all. As competitive as I am, I felt like it was Dan's time to win after being there. Like, you know,
holy shit, man.
Yeah,
I've been to the Super Bowl 74 times, dude. It's my first ring.
We didn't need a Buffalo Bills of whiskey tube.
The world's oldest long snapper.
Listen, for real, it was.
Speaking of long snapper,
you know what?
Dan's
Fuck
got
my
one
sense.
and he's here. Dan.
Hold on, no mic.
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
Nah, they aren't even ready, dude. Nah, it doesn't matter what I was saying.
Sorry.
He just wanted to get him in before they
You know what?
Wait a minute.
The best part is we gave Matt shit because he didn't introduce Jason and just brought him in, didn't say shit else, right? And then he brings Dan and Julie and corrects course, immediately says something, and when we yell at him again. So I, you know.
But this is what happens when you get runner-up in Matt Madness.
No, we shut our computer down and everything until I heard Matt say, I feel like I should send them their $500 back. So
And a penny.
So I was like, let's go turn the computer back on and get back on. So wasn't ready.
Okay, first of all, you're talking like turn the computer back on, like you had to like jump start it. Like you push a button.
It's like a crank on a
Like you get behind it and push it down a hill. I'll drop the clutch.
What was that for Shook to run his mouth about it?
It wasn't your fault. Some of these people don't know how to jump on and say hello and then just they're good at that. So we'll be out of here in a minute.
Oh shush! Look at. By the way, I can't tell because you're tiny, but it looks like Dan's getting jacked.
No, I've lost. What are you talking about? I've lost all my muscle because of my shoulder, and I haven't worked out at all.
Well, you know what? Purple's just your color then. Looking
It
good.
is my color.
That
I love you
aqua
guys.
blue, last night, Dan. That was the
Hot,
color.
right? He looked so good in
Thank
that
you.
color.
Julie
No
was-
comment, Julie.
You
No.
guys were
You can comment. I'm fine with it.
You guys were talking
Look
about
good.
the roasting, so I was like, now's the perfect time for roasting.
What did you do to your shoulder?
I had a I heard you talking about jujitsu. I was a wrestler all my life, and I've done jujitsu about 19 years, and I had a rotator cuff surgery, and then in a tournament I tore it again, and now they're telling me I need a shoulder replacement, that they can't fix it anymore, and so I can't really do a lot. So,
How are they going to find a shoulder that nice?
I don't know, man. Borrow one of yours, man.
Mine.
He's on a shoulder donor list.
Mine aren't good. Mine are bad shoulders. Unless you need one to cry on, in which case I'm all ears.
You're getting jacked,
The weird
man.
thing is they don't
You're
want to
getting
do it.
jacked.
They
Don't
want
try
you
to
to wait
pretend.
till you're older because he's like, we're not like God. We don't make shoulders that last forever. And if we do one now, you'll need one later in your life. So if you can just wait another 10 years, I'm like, okay.
So you've been doing jujitsu for 19 years. What are you like?
I don't-
3-stripe black belt?
No, I don't. See, it's weird. I was at Gracie school for 8, and then a non-Gracie school for like 6, but I don't belt up because I competed until I'm 52 now. I competed until I was 40, but I do no gi only. I did gi for several years, but when I compete, I only like doing no gi jiu-jitsu. That's my thing.
Yeah.
So I'd still probably, if I belt past right now, I don't know. I'd be above a purple, but I don't know if I don't know that I'd earn a brown belt yet. I don't, because I just don't do enough no-gi. So I never belt, I never even tried, but the last tournament I did,
gi. You don't do enough gi.
I don't do enough gi, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I did the last tournament was when I was 40. I did competed in the Copa Nationals Masters, which is everyone over 35. I got 3rd place, and that's the last tournament I did. So, and I haven't done much since then, really.
Wow.
Gi sucks. I agree.
I thought he said gnocchi. I'm like, I had that last night.
No.
I did. Oh, I did gnocchi real hard the other night.
Chicken gnocchi?
I was a wrestler. I was a wrestling coach, and the no-gi jiu-jitsu is the closest thing to wrestling you can do.
Yeah.
Gi is wearing a gi
Unless
is-
the home intruder breaks into your house at 2 a.m. wearing pajamas like you, then you're all set.
It's way more technical. It's not fun for me, and my wrestling has a bigger advantage in no-gi than it does, to be honest. My wrestling, if someone is real good with the gi, it takes the advantage of my wrestling away.
Yeah.
So-
Getting collar choked a million times is not fun.
I wrestled too, and I wrestled with a lot of I grew up in Oklahoma, and like everyone wrestled there. It's like you're born and you wrestle. And one of the guys I wrestled with was Johnny Hendricks. He went on to be like a UFC champion. His dad was my wrestling coach. Oh my God. He was crazy.
Yeah, Johnny Hendricks.
I believe that.
That's
the
always
majority of people say that Johnny beat George St. Pierre, but not the judges. That's the bummer.
But his brother Ray is who I normally wrestled with. He was great. But anyway,
Speaking of wrestling, Bill and I gotta go do some wrestling.
Yep, we're gonna go wrestle.
Some pillow wrestling, so we're gonna have to get off of here.
That's how you leave a live stream. That Trev was like, I gotta eat 74 times. That was it. You guys nailed it.
Oh wow.
We're gonna nail it. Hi.
Oh shit.
You guys are so good. Love you guys.
Love you guys. Matt, seriously, love you. I had so much fun hanging out with you the other day. Thank you. We love you. And
Samesies.
Congrats.
Love you guys.
Congrats, you crushed it. You already know what we think. We love you. So bye. Thank you. We're gonna do it.
Good luck.
Wow.
May the odds be in your favor.
Oh man, I feel like
just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Bye guys.
Jared's just absolutely cracking up. Oh.
Dude,
she knows how to. I mean, maybe my live stream just brings out the sexual feeling or whatever. I don't know. I can't really sing, but you get the point.
Dan, I love that bottle so much.
Which one is this?
Opened it tonight. First time.
You did?
Yeah.
What is it? I can't see it.
It's your bottle.
It's your Barrel King.
Whiskey King.
Whiskey King.
I'm sorry. I'm backed up like Trev Wilson after 2 weeks in Italy.
Need some salad, buddy.
Man.
Patrick Greeny, thank you so much for the super chat. And Austin B, friggin' Austin, congrats on 50K. Love it. You keep up the awesomeness. Thank you. If I haven't read that already, jeez. But did you guys open the Whiskey King? Hopefully you like it.
No, like an hour ago when we were first.
Yeah, about maybe 2 hours ago when I sent the super chat that you just read.
Oh, you guys are ridiculous.
Speaking of super chats, we just crossed over $1,500.
That's stupid. That's dumb.
So if you guys want to get it to 2K,
that's awesome.
That's ridiculous. That's dumb. Tony, so many amazing people on the screen. A lot of people, the best people. So many people don't even know how awesome these people are. That's how you trump. Oh, okay. Well, so many amazing people on the screen. A lot of people, the best people. So many people don't even know how awesome these people are. That's how you trump.
It's so much better than it was.
Right there.
Yeah, that's it's bad, but it's so much better.
What did it start at? His normal voice?
Somehow that's improved a lot.
Yeah, Matt, like, you know how it's normally when people do impressions, they're them, and then there's a cut, like a hard cut. There's nothing, there's silence, and then it's the new person, right? Matt actually talks as Matt, and then he just kind of ramps into it.
Oh, okay, all right.
We never actually get to the top, but halfway up is good enough sometimes.
You have to kind of find the line when he becomes Trump. But
that's actually I feel like that's a better approach to impressions. So you're on the right track, Porter.
That super chat was actually worth.
You don't want to be too obvious that what you're doing is not you. Sean McCann or McCant.
This is the opposite of an
him.
impression.
Congrats for taking with the great content and the weight loss. Thank you, Sean. Yeah, we're down. What?
Just look at those biceps. I mean, they're just popping out of there.
Popping.
Oh, by the way, this isn't into the AM friggin' active tea. They're active teas. I thought that they were gonna stink when I sweated in them. No, guess what? They don't even give a crap. They're like, it's just a little sweat, no big deal. Very comfortable.
I wanted before I forget, I'd say something a minute to you about. We had kind of something I want to say kind of in front of everyone. I think most people.
You can take over the entire damn thing, Dan. Whatever you'd like.
No way. But Julie and I were talking today before your.
By the way, hi Julie, I love you.
Hi,
Holy
Eric,
shit!
thank you.
This is the first time Matt's interrupted people on his stream. Good, and it's a good thing. Matt needs to do this.
I hadn't heard her sweet voice yet.
Yeah.
Thank you, Matt. Congratulations.
And I'm sorry, Dan, that when I was over there and she leaned over towards me, I accidentally smelled her and told her that she smelled.
I'm sorry about ragging. Your wife sniffing, sniffing my wife,
That cut of his nose.
I had to tell him
the
to keep his
stream
hands
was
above the
great.
table. He was sitting right here, and I was like, hands above the table, Matt. Kept going.
Matt has paid for. I'm so sorry, Matt, that I threw you under the bus.
He sent me a text out of the blue today and just said wife sniffer. That's all it
You
said.
were a wife sniffer. You're
It got
smelling my
worse.
wife the whole time.
That was really rude.
That's a good name.
Pardon me for breathing.
We were able to raise.
Sorry, I interrupted you. What were you gonna say?
So great job. Oh, by the way, I was just thanking you and Dan for stopping by the stream last night. We raised $3,600 in about an hour or whatever
For Chris,
which was awesome. Go ahead with the story. But anyway, back to my story. I just wanted to. We were reminded of how kind of I met you, and it means a lot to me. And just real quickly, those of you who don't know in here, Julie was just getting into whiskey and had found some whiskey tube channels. We'd seen one video of Matt's, and it was on what was it on? It was on the Old Fitz Jessica Simpson bottle. Like maybe back then, Matt had like 700 subs, and I wasn't watching a lot of channels. Obviously, I knew of either a podcast or stuff, but it's bourbon night every now and then. But Julie was watching some shows, and she was out on the back porch, and she was on a live stream of Matt's. I didn't even know who Matt was, and she comes in. She's real. You guys know her. Like she's real sensitive to stuff, and I guess she had tried to do her first super chat and meant to send $99 and sent 99 cents, but she typed $100.
No,
She's like, she meant to send 100, and she typed, and she spent $1, and she typed 100 in, but sent $1. And Matt saw it, said thank you, but then some people started ragging on her, kind of making fun of her, and I wasn't in there. But anyway, the long story short, Matt defended her and kind of made her feel good. I was inside, but she came in and she told me about this guy, Matt Porter, she had met and online, and how he defended her, and she was getting embarrassed, and this guy that hosted the show just kind of stopped everybody and supported her and said, look, she's probably new at this. Changed the subject real quick, made her feel good about it. And I know how rough these channels can be, especially when a woman's in there. And I was like, oh my God, who is this guy? And it just meant a lot to me that he was looking out for my wife when I wasn't there, on an online thing. And, so I ended up reaching out.
He didn't know you were going to sniff me later.
Yeah, now he's smelling her in front of you.
Really
anyway, so I ended up picking up the phone, asking if I could call him. And I was like, I want to help this guy's channel out. And Matt will know this conversation. I go through my house. I go through both my bars, and I get Matt on the phone. I was like, tell me what you haven't had. I was like, have you had every Pappy in the lineup? He's like, no. I was like, coming to you. Have you had every E.H. Taylor special release? He's like, no. I just went through bottles for how long? And I think we ended up sending him just giant.
It was
I thought it was really going to come.
Of samples of every rare thing I had.
It was funny because I had no idea anything about you guys, that you had any sort of collection or that you were whiskey drinkers. And I sent you guys a bottle, and that
I still have it.
I'm like, what do you think these guys haven't had? It was, I don't even remember what the hell it was. It was
no, it's Old Scout.
Oh, you did say it's an Old Scout.
Oh, is it Old Scout bourbon? And I was like, they'll probably like that. And then I was like, then I was like, good God, that was a miss on my end.
No, I did we still have the bottle.
We still have the bottle. We've never opened it. Remember, I told you
I bet you've never opened it. I believe that 100% that it's still sitting there sealed up.
But I'm kidding. It's good stuff.
I could probably get like $110 on secondary right now.
It's your signature. Anyway, man, my point was I saw how genuine you were, and it's tough being in this community. It's not anymore. There's a lot more women in it, but then I just see how rough people are, and I didn't even know her. And for a guy, for someone to look out for your wife and be super respectful and to make her feel good like that, it meant the world to me. And that was the start of a friendship.
Dan was like, damn it, I just got her drinking whiskey, and now she's not going to drink whiskey anymore. I'm not going to be able to buy him.
But anyway, that was the start of a very good friendship where you more than that become family. If you and your family stay with us, it's just it was the start of something special. And we became friends with a lot of other great people because of you, and it means the world to me. And you have a place in my heart and in my home for the rest of your life, and so does your family. And I think you know that.
Yeah, I do, and I appreciate you guys more than you can ever imagine. You guys have been incredible. I can't say incredible without doing Trump. It's the worst. You guys have been so good, and it's the best. It's the best it's ever been. I don't know. I know.
We went backwards. We went backwards.
I can't help it. I love you guys. Thank you so
all
much.
All the feels. Oh my God.
But yeah, I mean, you can't have a room full of men and then a lady, and then it's I don't know, it's an all-inclusive thing. It's damn, Fred wrote a fucking book about it, it's just not a man's world when it comes to whiskey. It's there's a lot of very important women in whiskey, and I appreciate and love each and every one of you. Shayla, that goes for you too. Perry, you too.
Perry, you too. We love you too, Perry, by the way.
What the crap, dude? I love you, Porter. Love you, Likes. Goodness gracious.
It was a solid solid burn coming off the top of me being too sentimental.
It's fine. It's because I haven't spoken in a while.
Yeah.
I love you.
Same.
Matt, I've got to run, but I want to tell you something before I go. I think I've been on your channel twice now.
Well, this is the third time.
Third time's charm, right? Okay,
That's
so
what they say.
I've had a fun time every time, and it's being on your channel is always it's just full of surprises, and you keep your guests on their toes, and it's really loose and laid back and fun, and people can relate to it. I just really enjoy what you do on YouTube, and I'm very proud of you, and congrats on 50K. And I'm curious, before I go, what's the plan for the future? You're just going to keep doing what you're doing, or have you got something in the works? Or
that's so hard because I live my life a quarter mile at a time, and for that 9 seconds or less, I'm free. I stole that from Fast and Furious, son of a bitch. Oh boy.
Landing like a bag of rocks in a lake.
That's kind of the way it is, though. Personally, things are crazy. It's I just want to be a good dad tomorrow. You know what I mean? So it's
fair.
Every single day, it's just go day by day. Would I love to say I have a plan or I have a vision or I would love to say that. I just want to continue to be able to support my family in the best way possible. Make all the people. Well, after you let me finish.
I have a better idea. Would have answered the question and got you out of that, though.
Okay, well, let's hear that part.
Okay. You just start consulting as a blender, right?
Yes.
Okay.
As a job, for money, not for free, for money.
Okay.
And then you just do Whiskey Tube and that, and then it transitions full time to that because you're literally the male counterpart to Nancy Fraley. You're the next Dixon, one of these, right?
You
do have an
marry
excellent
Nancy
palate.
Fraley ever again in your entire life.
You're literally, I swear to God, I'm drinking your NASA Family Reserve and your Bardstown and your Barrel King right now. You're phenomenal blending. I think that you have a future.
I would love to do that. I would love to do that for a living. Do I think I have?
You could win Blendageddon every year if you want to. You know that, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
You can. You basically threw in a fun blend to fuck with me, and you basically won.
Well, that was in the non-whiskey category.
You still won, though.
Yeah.
Gotta win them
It
all.
makes it maybe harder, honestly.
I know. I gave him a full palette. Use whatever you want, and he still won.
Well, it was fun, and I know what you like, so it's kind of cheating.
Got a good palate
Tell
and
me you
a
put
good nose
sunflower
since
in
you
it.
kept telling me how good my wife smells.
I still cannot get over the whole smelling his wife thing, but
It wasn't as weird as Dan's making it sound.
It wasn't that weird.
No.
I can explain it to you. It really wasn't.
It was a passing whiff, I think.
Yeah, was it like a gangster lean, or how did he do it?
He was just sitting.
It was a
next to
waft,
it. It wasn't
Dan.
even a-
No.
We were
Like
on this
you're in
screen. Hold on,
high
we were
school
on this
chemistry
screen.
class.
We were on this screen, and she didn't want to say something loud, so she leaned into Matt to whisper something.
To whisper,
And
and he was
first
like,
he's
"Whoa, whoa,
He's
whoa."
like, "Oh my God, you."
No. There's not a chance in hell I'm letting him finish this sentence.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
You dad.
That's fair.
And that's how it happened.
Like, you just smell really good, and you're making this sound in my ears.
Oh no, that's what it was. That's exactly what it was. She leaned over and was whispering something to me, but
Do you want to hear a sweet nothing?
A little ASMR action.
yes, it's you know how after you taste something you make the clicking sound before you talk? You do that. You can't have that in your ear. I'm like, hey, listen. And that was okay for me. Hey, listen, you smell nice, and the click is interesting.
And he's
but
like, and your
let's
husband,
move forward.
like, your husband's right there, Dan's right there, and then
Mash and drum with another effing super chat. It's the biggest. That's the biggest super chat I could ask for at the moment. Both
Comedic timing.
Wow,
There it
that's
is.
incredible. Thanks for being you and actually, hey, thanks for being you and all that you do. F your train. Love you, buddy. You could win the button again on
like
a drop
John
of a...
Travolta from Greece. What the hell?
That was Fred Flintstone right there. That was a real Fred Flintstone.
No, he was doing Uncle
That was
Tony.
Christopher Walken. That was Christopher Walken all the way.
Holy shit.
Trump
that was
better.
Wish.com, Christopher Walken, buddy.
I thought that was Tony, like Uncle Tony.
Yeah, that was little Uncle Tony. I appreciate it.
It started as Uncle Tony and then turned into Christopher Walken, but never really turned into Christopher Walken or began as Uncle Tony's, to be fair. It's just bad. That's really terrible. Huckleberry. Congrats, Matt Trees, on 50,000 subs. Wow. I thought I would eat 50,000 first, you know? Mm-hmm. I do love a good Togo, good sandwich. Man.
Well, Matt, cheers.
David.
Congratulations. Seriously.
So next month I get to see you in July.
That's
We're
right.
We're gonna hang
in
out. The same mother effing place at the same mother effing time, as some of my favorite artists would say when I was a child.
Yep, we're gonna have a good time, man.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be good.
All right, well, I'm gonna head out. Cheers.
Save me some good. Save me at least a good turkey barrel, please.
Well, no, you're gonna be there before me, right?
No, I highly doubt that, sir. You're gonna be there until then.
Well, I will catch up with you then, dude.
All right. See you, David.
Cheers. Good to see all y'all.
Sure, buddy.
You too, David. Be safe out there, buddy.
All right.
Matt.
See you, Fred. Later, y'all.
Yeah, Matt, we're gonna head out too, but first of all, hey Jason, I forgot I hadn't really said hi to you. I love you, Jason. Good to see you.
I thought you said I hate
love
Jason.
you too, guys.
Jason, did you smell his wife's hair? Or?
No.
He actually has because he's
What?
I have smelled her hair. Yes.
Hey, Fred, I liked you before I like all these guys. Now I like you way more than I like all these guys.
Well, they already have.
He's no Black
in
Prince.
some way.
I already liked you first, but now you're.
Shayla smelled my hair. She smelled my hair.
Yes.
Anyway, but Matt, we do sincerely appreciate you and
appreciate you guys.
You're our family.
You know we love you.
Anyway, what are you rolling your eyes for, Shug?
Oh, I'm not. I looked up at something.
Hey, if you look up, rolling your eyes, that kind of is what.
No.
I looked up at something.
I was just looking. There was some shit up there. I got to look at it.
Would love for you to pan the camera up there to show everybody what you were peeking
I
at.
can't. It's how my checking and my savings are set up. It's the whole thing.
All right. Anyway, cheers, everybody.
I love you guys.
Love you guys. See you in a month.
Love you guys. Take care.
Bye, guys.
What
We
an
get to see
incredible
their
couple.
Beautiful faces in a
They
month.
tuned in. I said, "Wow, are they incredible?"
Matt, let's talk about how beautiful you are, how your weight loss journey is going, and which sub shop is your favorite one.
Wow, how beautiful I am. Well, geez, I could go all day.
8 out of 10 in Colorado. 10 out of 10.
That's what Fred was tasting whiskeys earlier, and they're going by letter number combinations, and one of them was LA4, and I said LA4 is like a Western Colorado 14.
Oh, 100, dude. And LA4 is a Michigan 10, without a doubt. It's not even close.
Oh wow, you guys.
Saline 786, which I'm a Western Colorado 4. So, Saline, thank you so much. Losing 100 pounds, you know, it had to happen. It had to come off. Otherwise,
I'm glad you did it.
Me too, for sure.
Yeah, man.
Cheers, man.
Josh is back again.
I wasn't
Josh
even
is
sure
back.
you were gonna let me in with this. Like I'm on
Don't
my
tell
phone.
Aaron.
We have no power.
Josh, this
You
is
lost
what
your power?
This is what my stream always looks like. So it's fine.
Our power completely went out. We have a very bad thunderstorm.
I just thought it was
coming
I thought it was
gosh.
Aaron's bedtime. I thought you guys were just like
Yeah.
peace out.
I'm glad that
Just the
my
old
wife
Irish.
hasn't found the circuit breaker when she wants me to finish streaming too.
the old Irish goodbye. Aaron is known for that.
She's
I thought
called the
that's what you
circuit
guys were
breaker.
doing, just like a subtle, you know.
Thank you, Bourbon School. Wow.
By the way, guys, we are almost at $2,000. So if you guys want to get your super chats in,
That's silly. That's really
Get your super chat in.
Thrasher, Maddie, 50K. I love Thrasher. He's the best. I truly believe that because of what you've done, always pulling channels together to do something together, you're a huge part of
Huge.
creating this community.
Huge.
You're a huge part of the community.
Oh, Perry, that was good.
That was
Wow.
way better. So, I mean,
Wow.
that,
He's gone.
Okay,
He's gone.
That was
He's
rude.
not coming back.
That was super rude.
I love that notification that says you have been removed from this stream.
Oh, it does say that? I've never.
Yeah,
That's
if
good.
you get kicked out, it says
You've been removed.
You've been removed. Yeah, that was good. That was fantastic.
That was nice.
Matt,
and yes,
can I ask you a question? Are you ready for a question?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
What was one? It doesn't have to be your favorite because it's just like I know that you'll think about it for a long time. What was one of your favorite moments in the first 50,000 subscribers that you've had thus far?
Good one.
Good one.
No, not your favorite. Don't say what like that. I didn't say what was the number one, no matter what, right? Like what was one of just like a top 10er. You know what I mean?
Hey, Matt, like 39 years. What's your favorite moment in life ever?
It didn't take him 39 years to get here, Josh.
525,600 minutes in a year.
I guess technically it kind of did. But
So when World Stop Whiskey Taster, when we did
that.
I shot a Discovery 2 video. I was like, they're doing this competition. I'm going to enter it. And that was like the most expensive bottle of whiskey I ever bought was Discovery 2. And I'm like, I bought this because I want to taste it. Then I want to like enter their competition while I'm tasting this whiskey, send them the video. I shot like a 30-minute video that had to be edited into 1 minute to send it to them. It was 2 minutes, 200%. No big deal. But anyway, like then I got moved on to the regionals. So they got put into, when we lived in Connecticut, into like this regional up there. But every Friday in these live streams, I was training, like actually having blind sent to me and really going through these. But the regional finals were originally supposed to be at that enormous, gigantic bourbon bar in Washington, D.C. And I always forget the name.
Jack Rose.
That's the one.
Yeah.
But due to a viral kind of issue that something happened in 2020, they had to like make that not happen. So it was virtual. So I watched the first few regionals that were all virtual, and then there was a few people in the chat watching these, not a ton of people, and then we get to this one that I'm involved in, and then just watching the people come out in just the amount of people, craziness came out in chat, and like you couldn't even read, the chat was moving so fast couldn't even read it. Just people just going Matt, like just cheering me on was like it like melted my enlarged heart. I couldn't, like I was sitting with a stress ball in my hand squeezing it because I was just like about to lose my shit. It was so cool. Sam Montgomery.
It's actually funny you brought that up because that was like one of the biggest moments that stood out, just like reminiscing on your past when I was thinking about your journey to 50K, and like there was so much crap going on in that chat that
they thought that
whoever the moderators were thought it was being hacked.
They thought that there were
They
bots
thought it was
in
robots.
Chat.
Yeah.
They thought it was like bots and like somebody has hacked the chat. What's going on? What's like they couldn't read it. I'm like, no, this is real. This is happening right now.
Yeah. I remember I was in that chat and I was, we were all chanting Matt, and I was sending screenshots to Matt because I wasn't sure if he was seeing it or not.
Yeah, I could see it. It was ridiculous. Yeah. And then when they finally realized that it was like actually people.
Yeah.
Sam was like, "What did you do to get people to show up like this?" And I was like, "I just offered them half of the 20 grand if I want." But that was like, that's crazy. And then the finals were in November. And then people traveled from all over the country to come support me and stood out in the rain all day because they weren't allowed inside because of COVID. So like there was like a little army of people, just outside for me. And that was like, just proved how awesome this community is, how awesome people are. And if more people could have, they would have been there. It's just so crazy. So crazy. And I can't thank everybody enough for that. Like, I don't know. I've cried many tears of just like, it's not really happy. It's just more like unbelievable tears, when the World's Top Whiskey Taster blend got released at Bardstown Bourbon Company, and people started sending pictures of them being in line waiting for them to open in the morning. And just like,
I've always wondered, did they pay you for that?
I love this question because I know the answer. Go ahead.
For what?
Well, there you go, folks.
For
this is a incredible. That's like shit, dude. What do I do?
Oh, what did I sign?
Max, blink twice, buddy.
When I won World's Top Whiskey Taster, I won $20,000. And yes, they did pay me for that.
Fred, I just so happened to be at Bardstown Bourbon Company the day that he was finishing up that blend.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he asked me to just get another pallet on it. And
he hated
it. I'm under no contract. I didn't see any money from it. So
I mean, you are the the second pallet, Perry. So
yeah,
you're like the backup quarterback,
the cleanup
here.
hitter. Yeah, we were both gonna do sports metaphors. Of course we were.
Yeah.
Every time somebody takes a sip of that whiskey, Perry gets a penny.
No, it was
God, if only.
It was a super.
Let me tell you about the struggles of trying to buy another house, and that might set you off on a different train of thought.
I'm a firm believer in sometimes opportunities arise and I mean, I know some people don't agree with this and they take a firm approach the other way, but it was an extremely awesome opportunity to go there to blend with Steve Nally. And he was just kind of like giving me looks the entire time. I'm not sure how Steve Nally felt. But if I could
Steve
guess,
has looks, that's for sure.
Yeah,
he does.
Yeah,
he would just taste it and give me a look, and I'd be like, "Yes," and he's like, "Yeah, mm-hmm." And I was like, "All right, well, there's that."
It's the shrug. It's the shrug that's not too
just
far.
happy
off.
he was there. But no, that was an incredibly cool experience, and they took good care of me. They covered travel both ways. They paid for dinners and lunches and hotels, and it was an extremely cool thing. So no, I have nothing but love for Bardstown Bourbon Company.
I think that's great. There's the whole you get kind of credit and the exposure sort of thing. My whole thought with you, Matt, is like you are such a good taster. Like I know I loved what was said earlier, and I can't remember who said it, that you should be in the blending arena.
That was me.
Dan,
you said that?
Yeah.
That was I love that. I love that comment because it goes to your palate and like what you do. And you can look at that as like, a tryout. It's like a moment for you, like trying out and so forth.
Can I say this though? There's some people think that blending is like a special. This is I don't know how this is going to come out, but when you're working with stuff, you're only as good as the stuff you're working with. Like you can't leave
absolutely
Schmorster and go.
That is what the savants say, sir. I will tell you right now. I have tasted like 19, 16, 17. 9, 10, like all that stuff blended together, and I've had it from shitty to like really amazing. Blenders, you all, and I'm saying you all because I'm putting you in the category of blenders. You all shortchange yourself so much. It's like what is it? It's like the imposter syndrome. Like you don't allow yourself to take credit for the fact that you're fucking good at blending. The distillers are walking around like, hey, look at me, I can distill. But they don't know what's going on in the barrel most of the time. They just put it out in the warehouse. They don't really know. And they don't rotate barrels like they used to. So there's not like any kind of artistry in the warehouse. It's like we have a warehouse. And, after it's out of the barrel, it's in the blender's hand. That's where magic really does happen. And that to me, I mean, barrel with 2 L's, which still to me is one of the lamest brand names of all time.
Nobody's ever gone to their website
Barrel
on purpose.
Bourbon.
Burrell.
And I love them. I love them, but it's such a lame name.
When it comes to Google's most, when it comes to bourbon and Google, I think Google's most like highly used recommendation is, do you mean barrel? No,
I actually find it a joy to listen to Barrel's press releases or to read their press releases, because I just like to laugh at all the marketing bullshit jargon they use. It's hilarious.
Have you? When was the last time that you got a media sample from them, Jason?
I haven't had a media sample. They sent me a bottle of their last barrel batch.
Okay, whatever.
None after this one.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'd feel like. Anyway, I haven't seen the wells run dry.
Well, I'll tell you what. I know I'm not going to get another bottle of any or sample from Old Forester after I shit on their birthday bourbon the last couple of years.
That's BS.
No, Brown Foreman's usually pretty good about still sending you stuff.
I don't know about that.
Jim Beam, on the other hand. Oh no, Brown Foreman's not been giving you love anymore, Jason.
No.
I haven't gotten love from Brown Foreman since 2020.
Well, that's a different issue, though, Perry. I mean, you can't.
What do you mean?
You can't pull your pants down in the visitor center.
The standards that you have for me versus Jason, I understand the bracket that I'm in now.
I kid. Jason did not pull his pants down. Neither did Perry.
Well, I mean,
allegedly.
Yeah.
Where's Grease when you need a good segue?
I know, right?
Henry Turner.
Where is Grease?
Johnny Carson. He's on vacation. Of WhiskeyTube. Trendsetter, 5 whiskeys you need from Reddit. Tin Cup tenure. Matt Mattis. Glad I found a pandemic. Cheers, good people. I'm terrible at reading. Thank you, Henry.
Well,
listen, still waiting on that check from Tin Cup, like Fred's. Cash them checks from Henry McKenna. Boom, roasted.
Oh.
Fred, I have a question for you. Speaking of the different methods of bourbon production, and as far as the more artistic side of things, the way that I kind of relate eras of anything that is largely popular is back to comic books. So during the 40s to 60s, it was kind of considered the golden era. 60s to 80s, silver, and then we've kind of been in this weird like bronze to whatever is happening is just kind of indicative of how the market reacts and how the quality of stories and whatnot. Where do you see the current era of bourbon within that kind of context? Maybe not exactly like gold, silver, bronze, but because it sounds like there's a step down, but I'm curious just how far that step down is for you.
I just want to comment on how cool Josh's look is over here. He looks like Steve Jobs with a little bit of a background there. Like
about to drop the new Garage Band.
By the way, I'm drinking Elijah Craig Pirate Bottle C9 batch 12 of Elijah Craig Pirate, which is Josh put last in a blind flight. Idiot.
Freaking last place, and I had this over it.
That's not biased at all.
That is a good pick, though.
It was blind.
That
It
pick
isn't
is
biased
great.
at all.
That
I love
smells
that
so
pick.
good.
And for you, I don't do this typically, but
Oh,
for you,
a little bottle check.
Oh
that's-
shit! He's going straight to the bottle.
Well, there you go.
Uh-oh.
I gotta tell you guys, does it not make sense? I'm sorry. This is really short.
We interrupted somebody. I think we interrupted
glass.
either Perry or Fred. Can't remember.
Fred.
I'm not interrupting Fred for any more than 30 seconds. There's this whiskey just comes in glass. You know what I mean? It's the most phenomenal thing of all time.
But
it comes in glass.
But it does. When it comes
Sorry,
to
go ahead, Fred.
When it comes to people looking at content, it shows that your glass is totally full and that you don't care how much of it you drink. So I see that point too, where there can be like, you're not being respectful of the alcohol, and you could therefore show people to get shit-faced.
Welcome to
Jason's reaction is
Jason,
killing
why
me.
is
I'm
your
about to wait.
microphone off to the left-hand side of your set?
Oh my god! Oh fucking Dan just got me with that one.
Also, why are you wearing an Atlanta Falcons hat?
He is a Falcons fan. I know it's all sorts of wrong, but he grew up a Falcons fan.
It makes no sense.
I know it doesn't.
It does make sense.
By the way, Matt, I want to be here for you.
I mean, if you like no joy in life, yeah, it makes sense. But
my immigrant Italian family didn't know what the hell football was, so I grew up watching. I grew up watching Deion Sanders when he was a Falcon. He was my favorite player. Hence, that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, at least it's not the Jets.
Yeah, it could have been worse.
Lions. We live in Michigan. Like, it's fucking disastrous here.
Dude, the Lions supposed to be good next year.
Yeah, dude, we've said that for a decade. You know what I mean?
Don't count on that.
Hey, look, as an Oklahoma State guy, you all had the greatest running back of all
Barry
time.
Sanders, baby.
True.
And he retired early.
True.
One of the greatest receivers as well, honestly. But
Kelvin Johnson.
Yep.
I know
Calvin
nothing
Johnson.
about
Man,
football.
both of them retired like freaking
Early.
OGs, man. They're just
Listen,
like, you know what? I'm done. Bye.
Yeah. This is going fucking nowhere, is what they
You
both
know,
said.
you know, they got like a background. They got like a background mafia group. Like, oh, you want a free agency? Well, we got some baseball bats over here for you. Too. So,
I honestly feel like
what's the
Barry
price
and
of a
Calvin
kneecap?
both had. I respect them for that, and for that reason.
And that is the extent to which Matt knows sports. Hi, Alec Rubin. How are you?
Hey, Shayla.
Oh yeah, by the way, Alex
I'm
here.
doing good. I would be better if I had a friggin' kintsugi in my hand, but
Me too.
So we interrupted. So Perry asked a 13-minute question to Fred, and then we never got his answer.
Well, you interrupted him.
That was my bad.
That's the
no
podcast.
one
That's the
interrupted.
podcast
I just
Barry.
straight up commented on Josh's backdrop here, looking like Steve Jobs. That's all I did.
Yeah.
Oh, so you opened the door for my interruption. That was my bad.
I want to be here. I want to be here so bad. I have a lantern inside my softbox while the power's out, and I'm on my cell phone on a battery bank just to be here.
That's a fire hazard, and I don't recommend.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, the place is burning down tonight.
it's really
We're here
sad
for it,
that
though, baby.
Josh's power is out, and he consistently, 100% of the time, looks better than my setup. Like, I got 2 lights, and it looks like shit. Josh, I need help.
You put the battery-powered lantern in the softbox. It's magic.
Okay.
My favorite thing about this is marriage. When tomorrow, when the power is still not on and Josh has 0 battery on his phone, Aaron gets to go, "Oh, was being on a live stream more important than calling for help tonight?" You know what I mean?
One,
think she would,
yes,
I
it
think
was.
she's
2,
supportive.
that's tomorrow Josh's problem.
That's also a good marriage there, Matt. So just saying.
It's a solid marriage. I've
So-
inspected it.
Perry, did you smell the hair? Just curious.
I have not smelled any hair other than my wife's anytime recently.
All right.
Because I'm a loving, devoted husband who would never.
Nailed it.
Good man.
Did a good job with that.
Thank you.
Please tell me Jason got a new train. That would really set this whole thing off.
Fred, what about this one?
It's a
not
steam engine.
It's not a new train. It's not a new train, but I do feel like because it's 50K.
Recently got a whole set of these Jim Beam train set decanter.
This train's a beam decanter.
I'm sorry.
I feel like because it's Matt's 50K, and it's really because of Matt that whole moment happened in the chat.
Were you going to drink out of it?
I think it's time to find out if Fred's right, and this is that shitty.
Let's
Yes,
go.
this is the best ever.
Oh my god,
already
it
ruined-
is
it's already
so
ruined for you
shitty.
forever.
If it has not been so, first of all,
Listen, Jason's used to tasting from the caboose, so we'll see.
I do like those deep, rich chocolate flavors.
Damn, dude. Wow, we just doubled down on that.
Oh yeah, he just went for it. That was great.
Oh man, look at this! Look where the little pourer is.
That's
How do I
so
do that?
inconvenient.
How do I even get to that?
That's
Well-
the dumbest, most inconvenient placement.
They were like, "You don't get to bottle chug."
You weren't supposed to drink it.
We were talking about Reddit earlier. You got to put a picture on crappy design for that one. That's
Yes,
the worst thing I've
absolutely.
ever seen.
Yes.
Jim Brody. Thank
This might
you,
require
Jim.
tools.
That was actually not that long ago. It was only
You're
17
getting
plus
caught
5,
up.
22
We
minutes
are
ago.
almost at 2,000 guys. So if
This is
anybody
ridiculous.
has a
Don't
spare
chill,
$45, just frickin' drop it in the chat right now.
do it.
Just got my bottle of Whiskey King Phenomenal in honor of 50K. Congrats and thanks to all you do. Love you, bros. Thank you, Chris. Where'd
Matt,
Jason
you
go?
know what? One of
Jason
my
was-
favorite videos you've ever done was?
Oh boy. Well, which one?
opening that decanter.
Oh, that was
Swear
my
to God.
first video ever.
One
that was
of my favorite videos ever.
I'm happy you said that my first video was your favorite, and I went down.
I said one of. I didn't say favorite. I said one of. I gave myself room for error. I'm not an idiot.
I took out the Sawzall from the garage, and I was like,
Yeah.
I was just twisting it the wrong way the whole time.
That was such a good video.
I liked that Elijah Craig little like grenade one.
Yeah.
Well, no, listen.
I didn't know it was a twist top.
Doc Holliday is the same shit.
Yeah.
You know, I pulled on this thing so long the first time I tried to drink it. It's
Was
a
it on
screw
video?
cap. It's a screw. No, it's not. I tasted
Okay,
it
well,
before.
that's the worst part.
Yeah. Alec, by
Matt,
the way,
was
your
the-
dad is a dream.
Glad you had a good time.
Such a baller.
Alec, I love you, dude.
He
fucking
gifted me
miss you.
this. He
I
gifted me a
seriously
straight from
watched-
the barrel.
That's you in a
Oh,
month.
really?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Alan Rubin gave me a Bland straight from the barrel and said, "I wish you were my son."
Oh wow.
You can throw it
Oh
top,
my
dude.
gosh, dude! Holy shit!
I seriously have watched like every interview he's ever done. He is the freaking coolest person ever.
He's
All
very
right, so
cool.
Jason's actually he was able to extract the whiskey,
Wait a second.
and he's
Hold on.
go,
Not
he's
cloudy.
Let me
he's
join you,
going
Jason.
in.
Hold on.
Is there any lead in it?
That looks kind of blue.
Alec, man, that was my first thought.
That looks blue.
I'll
wait.
join you.
Can you really quick? Can you
I
tell
got
us
a
the
rainbow trout.
Can you tell us the stats on that that thing you just opened by chance?
It's probably 10 years, 86 proof.
80 to 86 proof.
100 months old and 8 proof.
Jim
80
Beam was
proof.
making babies back then, dude. They were doing everything in months.
Yeah.
They still do that shit with like Hardin's Creek. They don't give you years anymore. You got to do the math.
You know when you do months? When it's not
Nobody
old
had
enough.
time for that. Yeah, exactly. Oh, guys, we are at 2125,
That's
2,125
so silly.
donated.
That's really
Thank you,
silly.
guys.
I was gonna join you, Jason, but I don't think I can get the cap off this trout.
Dude, I
Oh,
had
here
to
we
use-
go.
I had to use
Jason,
the
I just
freaking-
hope that doesn't make your pee hurt. I mean, with all the lead in there.
I'm saying.
Is that a side effect?
Yeah, I mean,
Jason could
drinking
use a
lead
little
can hurt the
lead in his
pee-pee.
baby.
Interesting. Now I know.
Jason, drink it.
You know, if
now.
it makes the tip tingle, it's not the worst thing in the
Oh,
world.
wait, cheers
so
to you,
right.
Maddie. We
You're
all
so
love
right,
you.
Frank.
Happy 50K, and here's to the next 50K, which I'm sure will happen in about 4 months.
I
Cheers,
thought it
guys.
was 50 mil.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
Matt has-
50 million. 50
True.
million.
Oh wow, he put the
It was
train down.
nice seeing Jason for the last time.
We love you, buddy.
I might grow a third nipple by the end of tonight.
I
Finally,
do wanna
speaking
see
of
it
three
come
nipples-
August if you do. Holy
Oh,
shit!
man.
Let's
The
go.
segue.
Oh,
Speaking
man.
of three.
Oh,
Speaking of washed
up?
up champions, dude, here he is in person.
Grease, I've never said this with more confidence to anybody in my entire life. You need mutton chops, and you
Oh.
would rock mutton chops.
That'd be cool.
you would rock some mutton chops.
I could see that, yeah.
Is that like a
This
lamb
kind of
chop?
rocks
What
everything.
the heck are mutton chops?
It's like
I don't
this.
This thing.
It's this
you know?
thing.
Jason, how was the
Hey,
bean
kinda got him.
decanter?
I got to tell
I've
you,
got my
it
brother-in-law over
smells a lot better than it tastes.
You've got
Oh, yeah?
family
That's
in,
what
and
she
you're
said.
doing this.
So on those old beams, I always get a the circus peanut candy, the
That's-
orange circus peanut candy that is so prominent to me on the nose and then on the palate. It's like it's a marshmallowy banana-y circus peanut, and I get it so heavy and so hard.
The banana circus peanut note, I totally Yeah, but it's weird. It's you kind of described it perfectly. The nose is all citrus, but the palate is banana and marshmallow
Yeah, and like old.
with an edge of,
And old.
with just a little lead finish. It's kind of nice. Hey,
Grease
Grease, we
isn't gonna
thought
say
you were. We all thought you were chewing gummies and playing Animal Crossing. Where you been?
I drove down here to Georgia. We're headed to the beach tomorrow.
Oh,
Nice.
Yay. Oh, are you going, Grease? Are you going to the place that are you the secret place?
Mm.
Isn't there like the thing I
Swingers
painted
Club.
for you? The thing I painted for you. I'm not trying to be weird. That
Glory
little
hole.
Oh,
two,
no,
three island?
that's at the lake.
Oh, okay. All right. Never mind.
Mila, is that when you painted Grease like one of your French girls?
No, I didn't
You
paint
Mr.
Grease like a French
Jigs.
girl.
Mm.
But I do take commissions, so no. I'm just kidding.
Grease, I love you. I miss you.
I love you too, Matt. I just wanted to pop in and say congratulations. And
Thank you.
bro, you're the kindest guy on the internet.
Stop that.
Yeah,
that's Will.
No, man, you're an amazing human.
You're right.
Well
I'm way better.
deserved. 50,000 people said, I want some more Matt.
That's weird. That's the weirdest thing ever, right?
I need some more Matt.
So I always picture in my head about when like the first like live stream we ever did, I think there's 34 people in it, which is a big number for the first live stream because it was, but they all came up from the Bourbon Junkies. Look at Dan showing off the belt, by the way.
Oh, dude, sorry, I didn't mean to have that on screen. That's my bad, dude. That's
Grease is on mobile, so he can't see it.
No, that's a different.
Grease, you're showing
buckle,
something
bro.
else, bud.
That's a
You're
great
showing
belt.
buckle. Didn't Grease lose his belt?
No, he found it.
He still.
No,
yeah,
he's
he,
got it.
No,
it
he
has
went-
fucking Sharpie on it because
He went to the junkyard and picked it up.
disrespectful.
I found it on eBay.
How much did you have to pay for it?
It was great. It was
85
honestly,
cents.
1 cent, but it was like $30 shipping.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Can't believe your wife
I wouldn't put it past Grease to reorder a belt to get it back to save face. So he's like, I found it, and it's like, wait a minute, I don't think it looked like that. And he's like, oh, it's a replica. It's a replica belt.
My brother did that. I got him like a really fancy lighter, and he lost it, so he ordered a new one, and then he lost that one too.
That sounds like my wife with AirPods.
Yeah.
That's fair.
In the toilet, yeah.
Dan, the same one I got you.
Except when she buys a new one, it's actually like me, so it double sucks.
Thank you for being here, John. Grease, what time is the beach tomorrow? Early? Got to go early, otherwise you're not going to get.
No, we'll get in tomorrow around midnight. We're staying in Georgia for a little bit.
Oh. Well, go
Watch out
dogs.
for that
right?
rip current, man.
There's been like 10 people that are like, look out for the riptide sharks. And I'm like, well, I'm always looking after sharks. I'm telling you what, though, right now, dude, have y'all heard about like these freaking shamus like jumping and like hitting boats?
It makes me never want to sail ever again.
Dude,
I'm never doing
I'll
that.
look at a shark all day long from inside the boat. Shamu comes up in there, I am gone. I'm out of there.
Yeah,
But I
100%.
don't think do they live in like the Gulf?
I have no idea, honestly.
No, I don't. think so.
I feel like
Didn't
you're
know that
asking-
was a question.
Yeah, Grease. I kind of. None of us here are like, aqua and marine veterinarians or whatever. So
Grease is
I'm
like, are
we're not
any of you
marine
guys
biologists.
Marine biologists.
there you go,
Yeah.
Perry. Appreciate the backup, dude. A little
Hey,
late,
that's what
but
I'm
I do appreciate it.
Hey, that's the having seen Seinfeld pulling through more than anything.
Oh my gosh, dude, I can't. Okay, if no, I'm sorry to interrupt this whole thing about Grease's whale.
Whoa, what are we talking about? Buddy?
Technically, it's a dolphin. It's like it's kind of a dolphin, an orca. So,
It's a mammal.
Technically, it's a dolphin.
It's not a whale.
But if Josh
Talk
put this
about Dan likes
in the-
long snap and Grease's whale.
in the blind flight that Josh put that Elijah Craig barrel proof from 2016 in whatever last place, whatever he did, he put this one in third place, which easily. Okay, if you don't love King of Kentucky, are you the world's worst idiot?
Yes.
Okay, but
I
on
love
King of
Respect the
Kentucky-
people who don't like King of Kentucky, obviously.
I like King of Kentucky.
But wait,
there's
oh
this-
shit.
Oh,
Actually, wait, we should
No,
stop.
hang on.
Fred
The
is
fir-
not a huge fan of oak, so we should probably slow roll a little
but
bit.
also the first couple batches of King of Kentucky were really, really underdeveloped.
The first
that
year
was way before my time. Way before my time.
Okay.
So
but
I
I'm
get
just
like a
saying,
burnt
you know.
tire, a little bit of a burnt tire. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but
We got to
does
try
anybody
different
get
King of
that?
Kentuckys. We
Yeah,
got to try a
yeah,
different one, Shayla.
But I mean, Perry
the only
will
solution
attest to a good burnt tire after a Wildcat win here in Kentucky. I mean, that's a big thing.
That's true.
You know,
the noxious fumes are how I find pleasure in life.
Well,
anymore.
a burnt tire, a burnt couch, right? Like it's that's part of being in Kentucky. So.
Makes you feel human. Makes you feel alive.
The wildest thing I feel like I saw in the past while was when Fred was doing his top 100, and I'm watching Fred do his top 100. And I was watching the stream where they were playing it, and Fred was like, Pappy 23 didn't make it. I was like, holy shit, dude. Listen, I know it's not the best bourbon in the world, but it didn't make the top 100, and he's going down through them. And I was like, and like you said, there's not a ton of, let's call it 18 plus, right, whiskey in there. And it was like, okay, that it makes more sense if you hate that, right? Or if you dislike it, whatever the correct wording is, right? I don't mean to put words in anybody's mouth, but if you don't like hyper oaked wood or whatever the hell it is, that being said, Lost Prophet 22 is hyper oaked wood and Red Oak 22. I like those a lot. You can literally put the old, now I'm not going to finish the sentence, but old wood is good. That sentence wasn't any better.
Self-editing.
But no, I agree.
I 100% agree.
Aaron said she wouldn't pay $5 for Pappy 23.
Who said that?
Aaron said she wouldn't pay $5 for Pappy 23 blind.
Wow.
Oh shit! It's not the best. The problem is the hype with it. The problem isn't. I don't.
$5.
The problem's the hype.
The context is I said people pay $5,000 for this bottle, and she said I wouldn't pay $5 for this bottle.
You know,
that's wild.
And here's the sad thing about that is that it used to be brilliant. It used to be like late 90s, early 2000s, really even up to 2008. It was brilliant. And that was because it was, they had like low entry proof, either Bernheim or Stitzel-Weller. That just was like really special combinations. But since they went over more into the Buffalo Trace realm, they're just over oak. They just are. And there's no way around it.
Fred, do you like 15?
I love 15.
That's a sweet spot.
Okay.
Yeah, I like 15.
I love the 15 year.
Yeah,
Okay.
15 is easily the best of the series.
I agree. I just didn't know when it hit like that. There's like a turning point, obviously, then, right? Like if you like the 15, you just like the 23. There's obviously somewhere in there that.
Yeah.
But if I could get 19, I have 2 bottles of late 90s Pappy, and those things are amazing. They're phenomenal. Early 2000s, phenomenal. Green tint bottle.
Green glass.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Stuff's brilliant.
Yeah, that's the one that people salivate over, that green glass.
It's special.
The only 20 I've ever had was a green glass. That's the only 20 I've ever tasted. It wasn't mine, but I just tasted it, and the only 20 I've ever had was a green glass.
Yeah. So the 120 I had was a sample.
Don't you
and
dare.
Yeah. Probably the most vanilla, extract-y forward bourbon I've ever had was that 20 sample I had.
Do not you dare swirl that delicate whiskey, though. Don't do it.
What delicate
whiskey?
whiskey?
To me, like the
Pappy.
hard part of talking about Pappy is like,
don't you do
have
it.
you all
Don't do
had
that.
any of the vintage Stitzel-Weller stuff?
Yeah.
Some of it, yeah.
I mean, if you have something from the 40s when Will McGill was distilling
No,
it.
no.
No, I've had like 80s, I think.
80s.
Vintage, I thought you're talking like 2002. Yeah.
Fred's like, hey, have you had this thing that like 1% of the world has had?
Yeah, I was gonna say he's talking about 4 people right
But
now.
if you had something distilled in the 70s and 80s, Ed Foote would have distilled that, and I think he's probably the second or third best distiller of that company.
Not as well known, unfortunately.
No, not. He's in the Bourbon Hall of Fame, but they didn't really talk about like distillers like we do today back in the 40s and 50s and 60s. One guy, Roy Hawes, was probably their best distiller. He was actually a homeless dude that kind of somehow had an ability to understand chemistry and found his way into the distillery in like early 50s and just started like working there. And he was a savant. Worked his way up, but yeah, I mean most distillers didn't get a lot of credit. And after Roy, the distiller at Stitzel-Weller, his name was Woodrow Wilson. Like he wasn't there for long, but like named after like a president. So yeah.
Interesting.
Anyway, I don't want to hijack Matt's thread.
You're not hijacking anything. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you so like.
And look,
thank you so much for coming and hanging out. I
Yeah.
can't believe it. This is
I so much
incredible
respect
time.
for you, Matt. So much
Nope,
respect in what you've
that's super
done, and
silly.
look at the people who are here.
And
Everyone loves you.
Fred says,
True.
I have so much respect for you. Lance Robbins says, thanks for giving the best tasting note ever, Jessica Simpson's Saddle.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
But it was prime Jessica Simpson from Dukes of Hazzard. Like,
You know, I lost it recently, Matt, in a video where you were like, "Titties on a turtle, this is good," and that doesn't make any sense. But I just completely lost it in that.
Oh, it makes perfect sense that I'm slightly aroused.
listen, sometimes you just say something. If that's how you're feeling, if you're feeling like titties, like if that's what comes to your mind, it ain't a bad thing. That's a good thing. You know what I mean? Unless, of course, it's bad for the turtle, but I doubt it. Holy bourbon goodness. Look at all the cool whiskey tubers here hanging out. I'm reading that like it's not sarcastic. Cheers, all. You all have great channels. Thank you, J-Rod.
Is everyone going to Pours in the Park?
I am. I'll be there.
If you're not, just show up. Like, literally. Yeah, Grease, what the hell, dude?
No.
Grease is not going?
When is it?
My
Grease literally sent me a
child's
text.
birthday is on the
Grease sent me a text and said, I would rather literally die than come to Pours in the Park again. He said that to me.
No.
And he said, don't share this on Matt's stream when he hits 50K. He said that too.
That's because he called him off for wearing the whisks last year. All my favorite whiskey tubers in one live stream almost. Congratulations, Matt, on 50K. You can smell anyone you want now.
They say almost because if so, I'm definitely the almost.
No, maybe like he meant that there was like if there were more, not if there were.
I think
less.
I'm the almost.
I'm just gonna assume that I'm almost liked.
You're loved.
You're loved.
Sam's Whiskey Bar,
You're loved.
69
I love
pounds
you.
down. Hells yeah, friggin' Sam. Thanks for the example, Matt. Seems fitting now. Stroke wagon setting what? Setting my goal at Dan's web IQ 132. Here I come.
Dude.
I have a Mac and no. Wow, this is a lot to take in.
Yeah.
I have a Mac and number 90. No, son of a bitch. Fred, much respect.
No
Congrats on
99 BS here. That's what,
What
he's
is
trying
that?
to say.
No, 99 cent. Like
99
yeah.
cent.
I see. I totally get that now.
Yeah.
But much
So is the stroke wagon a play on words for smoke wagon? Or
I
is
think
it-
whoever came up with it was really stupid, and I think it was, yeah. Yeah.
Everybody
I believe the idiot who came up with it has since retired it because of the smoke wagon reference. So
It used to be a video game channel, if you guys didn't know.
it did.
Everybody teased Dan because he seemed like he had multiple strokes on every live stream that they did, and then
Yeah.
he ran with it, and then he didn't pass the baton to himself at the end. Kind of just stopped. Cladow guy, I still can't say Cladow guy. Fred
Cladow.
with 70s style ass.
I didn't
What?
know too much about Twitch, and when I hopped on his live stream for gaming one time, and like all of a sudden I get these alerts like I have a membership or something like that, and I was like, damn,
Yeah, you
I
got
don't know
gifted.
what happened. He was like, no, people gifted it to you, and I was like, gifted me what? Like I don't know, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Like what they give me. Like, oh, your little pistols are a different color, and I'm like, hell yeah.
Cool pistols,
That's the
bro.
best, Grease. That's
Fred, you probably should have your own ascot line. That would probably be
let me explain to you. Like I have had them. 2 people bought them.
that's
so
a shame.
yeah. No,
whatever
no
I
one,
just said, probably a terrible idea. You know
no
what?
one,
Don't do it.
no one buys ascots. Like there's a reason why retailers do not carry them, and in like clothing manufacturers don't make them. Like I just happen to like wearing them. It's like me and Charles Woodson and like some
Two
random
other guys.
homeless guy in
Yeah.
San Francisco. Like that's it.
So where do you get yours if you can't buy them? Where do you buy
Lucas,
yours?
thank you, Lucas.
So I go to secondhand stores anytime I'm in Europe. They wear them a lot, so I find them in Europe. I have them custom made, like the one I have here. I actually had this one. This was actually one of my custom made ones. So this is a custom made ascot that I had made. It has stills and Glencairns and barrels on it.
Love it.
No one bought them, so I ended up giving them to the people on my podcast, and they would never wear them. And like when I was going on the Today Show, they said, "Hey, bring an ascot. Al Roker wants to wear one."
Oh,
and so I brought it and and I handed it to him. He looked at me like I was from Mars, and I was like, "Oh, sorry, sorry, Mr. Roker. They said you wanted to wear this." So, but I mean, I like wearing them, man. It's like it's the easiest thing in the world to tie, and
there you go.
People look at my ascot, but they don't see that I'm wearing like tennis shoes or something. So fuck them.
There you go.
Speaking of neckwear,
it's hard not to look at a nice ascot.
I recently learned, Shook, you might be interested in this. There's something that is actually called a pussy bow that maybe you would be interested in.
I don't know why you brought me into this, but I'll listen.
Yeah, why Dan specifically? Like,
I'm here to listen. Go ahead.
A pussy bow is, it's also called a pussy cat bow. It's a style of neckwear worn with women's and girls' blouses.
That just seems fucked up. I'm going to be honest.
The Elsa reference, is that what you're getting at, or?
I'm all in on it.
I Googled it, dude.
Oh, definitely
I'm out. All right, cool. I Googled it. And it's women's blouses. It's a woman's shirt.
Oh.
Matt, wait, why did you think of me, dude? I'm genuinely intrigued.
I have no idea, dude.
Look it up again on Urban Dictionary.
Hey, Matt.
Right. You had it coming down.
Matt, I got to bounce and get my kids down to bed, buddy, but I love you.
I love
everybody in this daggum thing. Alec, I'm going to text you later some great pictures. All right, guys. I love y'all. Matt.
Bye, Matt.
Love you,
buddy.
Cheers,
Breeze.
See you, buddy.
brother.
Oh, no. Oh, dude. We're having so many malfunctions.
What in the fuck was that?
It's nips out.
There's a lot of explaining to do.
There's a lot of explaining.
Fred,
that was Disney's Frozen.
There's nothing.
I mean, I feel like I saw a little too much nipple there, Dan.
You did? And it wasn't intentional, I swear to God. Matt?
It never is.
We have respectable personalities on the live stream right now. We're not pulling out the nip slips, okay? Well, I did that in confidence on one website one time, right?
Only golf swings, Matt. Only golf swings.
Okay,
That's
Fred,
all
what
that's allowed.
happened was the TLTR, Fred.
He lost a bet.
Me and Sean on our channel play a game where we blind stuff, and then the person spins the wheel for the punishment if they lose after 1 month, right? We did this for like 2 years in a row. I spun one time, and what was the punishment was like dress up as
I thought it was patrons choose, and they chose that.
Yeah,
for
patrons choose.
So our patrons chose that I dressed as a woman. So instead of just like kind of phoning it in, I had my wife do full makeup. I ordered an Elsa dress and a wig, and then I went full out. But the problem is come to find out, it makes perfect sense why women have red carpet malfunctions constantly.
No, Dan didn't realize that an extra large in women's was not extra large for Dan.
Also true. It didn't fit.
Dan is a thick gal.
Listen,
Dan's a big gal.
I'm 6'2", and at the time in that video, probably 255. So
you're a short 6'2".
Alec, I literally have to do this when I see you like that, right? Like,
oh goodness.
But
Bearded
no,
Bourbon, congrats, Matt. Totally agree with everything.
I'm gonna be honest, I killed that dress.
Thank you, Bearded Bourbon. You know what? Sorry, Dan, that I played that, but
you shouldn't be. But I will say I'm sorry to everybody who had to see my nipple again.
So are you like on OnlyFans now, like on a side account? Or?
So Fred, I actually came up with this whole idea that as a side business, I do onlydans.com, and it's only dudes.
There you go. Dan, that is a great idea.
But is it dudes for dudes or is it just dudes?
We're not judgy like that, Perry. I don't know why you know.
I'm not trying to be judgy. I'm just trying to understand I'm trying to understand.
It's whoever, dude. It's browse.
Plan here.
It's just browse.
You got to think of people here like as customers. Like Perry's going to like get into the business model here.
Perry's trying to invest. Need some analytics.
I want to know. I need to know if I need to put some money aside to invest.
That's fair. That's very
It's all about business opportunity.
Just $4.99 a month, you'll be good.
And if I can get just 30% from you, then I will be able to.
Good news for you, Perry. 30% is worth about $37 right now at this exact moment. So
hey, I'm good for it.
Sounds good, man.
So almost caught up.
Send me the
Hey guys, I'm gonna head out real quick, but I do want to say real quick before I go, Matt, thanks for everything you do, man.
Dude,
and
thank you, dude.
Congrats again on 50,000 K. And I can't, even for someone like me that watch you all the time and stuff like that. I mean, you still find ways to inspire me in my content as well, and collaboration's amazing, and what you do for the community is amazing. So,
no man,
there's so much work you put in. I can't say anything that's already been said tonight, dude. You're just a shit, man. So congrats.
When I come to those things where I don't know what to say, which is pretty often, I find somebody who said the best thing that you felt that you liked, and then you say, I really liked what Dan Shook said, but with a little more feeling and just a little more emotion. And then guess what? All of a sudden, you said the best thing.
Boom, we're done.
Yeah, I love it, dude. Jason, I watched Jason. I remember from the bus station taking a poop, watching Jason on the phone. I remember this. It's so weird that like you guys are my friends now, and
yeah, especially after you told us that story.
Hey.
It's like I used to.
When I see you,
I've seen you with my pants down.
When I see you at Pours in the Park, I'm bringing you a shirt that says "I watch Mash and Drum while pooping on the bus."
The toilet.
Cheers, guys. Love you all. Talk to you soon,
buddy. Jason.
See you soon, man.
Jason, take it easy, bud.
You guys can all print the same shirt. It's the same thing. And this is the new trend you are starting, Matt. This group needs to be together at least 2 times a year. Oh, I totally agree.
Well, once in August, and then somebody else has to do it.
Okay, so Matt,
Alec hasn't said a word yet, but that's fine.
Matt, what is this thing about you being in Lexington in a few
What do you want me to say?
Oh, I'm going to be I'm doing a turkey pick in mid-July, and then doing a Patreon meetup as well on the 17th. I would love to see you, and I would love for you to be like what's the fifth wheel. My wife and I would love for Chad and Sarah and Perry to come to dinner with us.
Hey Matt, do you know that I'm actually skipping Aaron's sister's wedding to be at that Patreon meetup?
Cool story, Josh.
No. Josh, you're my plus one.
I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that. But I wish I could be there.
Matt, I need to talk to you after this stream. But
we'll chat for sure.
We'll chat, yeah.
Chrissy Grease, you bailed early last year. Minnick, are you bringing that sexy ascot to Pours in the Park?
Ooh. Fred, do you want to come to Michigan for a small event?
When is it?
August 4th and 5th.
That's me asking Fred to do anything. Do you want to just be a part of something really small?
Fred, do you want to be part of something that's
it's not small.
tiny?
You have
August 5th. August 5th is my son's first football game, so I just turned down something pretty big.
How old is he?
9.
My son is 8, and he's been playing flag football. This is his first year in like full contact football or whatever.
Same.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were about to try to convince Fred why he could miss his son's first football.
No.
That's what it was. That's what it was leaning towards.
I would never ask somebody to leave their kids ever, no matter what, ever.
Yeah, ever. I can't.
Oh shoot,
I wouldn't ever.
We work too hard.
I have not.
I understand.
Aside from about 24 hours, I have not seen my wife or child in like 2 weeks.
Why?
because I was gone for work and then they were gone on a trip like back-to-back weeks.
Sure.
So
now, I hate that, man. I hate that.
It has been the worst.
I hate it.
I have, and I as much as I like knew how much I was gonna love my kid, and you know, like it. Of course, like once you get to it, that's when you really understand just how much
it's different.
Love being a parent, and this is, I don't know, and we have such a strong bond now. I do with my daughter, and it's been a really, really tough couple weeks, man.
Here's the thing. Here's what you gotta look at, and this is easier to say. So I have an 8-year-old son and a 3-year-old daughter, right? Yeah. And I was laying in bed putting my daughter to bed tonight, listening to Matt because she was like partying, and I'm like, "You got to go to bed." She's like, "You got to stay up here," and I'm like, "I'll stay up here. I'm gonna listen to my friend really quick."
That's like mixing uppers and downers, man.
That's fair. You do it from time to time. It's a Red Bull vodka, dude. And we've all done that. Anyways.
By the way,
no,
I want to say this.
It's a Red Bull gin for Fred. It's a Red Bull vodka for everybody else.
Fred, I've never done it. I would never betray you like that.
No, vodka sucks. I hate
the
vodka.
White Russian was the original Red Bull vodka, and
White Russians are.
Yeah,
and the Big Lebowski co-signs.
You can make great White Russians with a bunch of different ingredients, which is what's so great about White Russians.
Also, wouldn't be a White Russian if you use a bunch of different ingredients, but
yes, it would, dude. I don't know why you gotta. Dude? You're so picky about that stuff. That's crazy.
I mean,
when
there
you're
are
over
rules
here,
here, Dan. This is not no.
And you're gonna be like, that tastes like a White Russian. I'm like, doesn't have that in it, and you're gonna be like, wow, that's crazy.
Dan's a big fan of beef made out of tofu.
Oh no!
What?
I'm
That's
a
just
meat
called
guy.
tofu.
Dude, I gotta say, guys,
We use different ingredients. It's the same thing.
Dan's scratching his head like in a way like that's a special tell, like that. Like, really likes tofu.
Tofu is nonsense.
Is there a
for
bathroom
me.
in this place?
No, tofu can be bomb. I've made
can?
bomb tofu. Yes, I can make you, dude. I have so many tofu recipes.
Like tofurkey.
If a great chef is making tofu, it's the bomb. But
Interesting.
9 times out of 10, I'm still having that.
Thank you, Fred. I appreciate that. No, I'm just kidding.
We're also big fans of soy sauce.
Yeah.
Okay, really quick before I lose my thought though, Perry, what you have to realize is they never remember that like week or two, right? It's hard on you, and like they miss you and stuff, and then you come back and it's all perfect again immediately.
No, and I get that. Right? I totally get that. But as I turned 30 in August, so almost next month.
Happy birthday!
What's your birthday, Perry?
August 7th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, we're both Leos.
Hey,
August 22nd. Let's go, bitches.
Dude,
Leo.
Yeah, love it.
So there is something, and I'm not super big on the like, my time is limited, and I feel really bad about getting older kind of mindset because I just don't believe in that. I'm
terrified of death. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, we all are, buddy.
It's the next big
coming for you, Dan.
Yeah, I know.
It's the next big adventure.
Yeah,
but
hopefully.
To me, it's just like I enjoy and I crave those little moments.
Yes.
And so 2 whole weeks for me are 2 whole weeks of little moments that I have just completely missed out on.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it's all been just to work and take care of my family, which in the end is like not a bad thing, but it is so painful.
I agree with you, man.
It just hurts so much.
We travel less because of that, because of the kiddos for me. And dude, when you get back, day one, you're like, I can't believe I was gone. I miss this so much, so on and so forth. But what it gives you is such a beautiful perspective on I was gone and I'm back, right?
For sure.
So I'm more present and I'm more aware and all these things because it's so easy to take things for granted over 1 to 3 years or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So when you have like the little break, even 4 days, we usually don't travel for more than 4 days because I don't want to leave for more than 3 days is kind of like where I start to get like, I don't like that. But when you come back, you get that like, fuck a phone, I can work later. I'll work while they're sleeping, right? Like they're sleeping. Fuck 100%. It. I'll come out and do 100%. It's beautiful when you feel that though. That's refreshing,
Yeah, absolutely.
But
and then there's Alec.
Guys, I was not planning on having kids, but The baby fever is happening now. No, I'm just kidding. I do not.
It's not. It's not for everybody.
I feel like you're trying. You're trying.
Well, it's not for everybody, and I think that needs to be more widely accepted. But I mean, for anybody who makes that choice, for anybody who decides to go down that path, it is the most rewarding experience.
Yeah, my son just is turning 1 next week, and I just started traveling again, and it has been
tough.
Yeah.
It's a killer, man.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's tough.
Oh,
so
it's a killer.
I'm about to cancel my flight to Poors right now.
Fair, dude. I get that. Hey, hear me out. Just bring him. Just bring him. Bring the family with you. Fuck it.
That's what you said last year.
Alec,
yeah, dude.
If you bring that baby, you do not have to worry about that baby the whole time. I will just hang out with it and not drink any whiskey.
That's literally the opposite of true. When you have a baby,
Bubble Bath Bourbon is there. Yeah. Unless Bubble Bath Bourbon is there, then you have to worry for sure.
All right, so we're gonna cap the giveaway at 45 after. Yep. So at 45 after, the last entry is coming in.
Okay, guys, we are at 2,180. If we do not get up to 25, you guys.
Shayla, don't do that. Don't egg anybody on. Just as a recommend. So just saying, Slippin' Jimmy, Antique, and then Blanton's for tonight. But the Slippin' Jimmy, I gotta say.
By the way, this shit.
It's got the best
bananas, and I don't mean it tastes like bananas. I just mean it's got
the best label.
It's the best.
It's so good. Perry, also, you and me, Dan podcast. I'm parenting like any day. Hit me up. You know what I mean? I feel like we could have talked about that for 3 hours and ruined Matt's stream. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I am working. I don't want to take too much time on this, but I am working on trying to expand the scope of what we do with Timbit, just kind of on a regular basis. Not for it to be just like a what's the show, Bourbon Real Talk? Like there's a space for that, right? And I don't want to impede on that, but I just want to be able to have like, just a more accepted, a wider berth of conversation topics for things.
Life shit, dude.
Yeah. And Eric gets it as well, and he and I are a really good team, and we bounce off each other with
I love him so much, dude.
Super dedicated.
I love him so much.
I hit the jackpot with him as a co-host.
Also, real quick, where the fuck is that guy?
Also, tattoos up the yin yang. Did not
get
realize
Eric
he had
in
that
here
many tattoos.
now. You know what, Perry? I just realized that Eric's not here. He was literally my counterpart at the only live Pour Guesses that ever happened that I won with Eric.
He has been bitch. He's been out of state for almost 3 weeks at this point. Again, kid stuff and family vacation.
Sure. He's in court with Taco Bell over the drive-thru incident.
Dude, do you know about the Taco Bell incident?
Of course, he told it on the live stream, and we all laughed.
Okay, well, Dan doesn't know. But
I don't know it. I don't know it.
At Christmas last year, he had like all their family and like his wife's family, his family, and everything, and they were just trying to do something easy for dinner. And they're like, just go to Taco Bell, get 30 beef tacos, 30 chicken tacos. Just easy order, no big deal. So he pulls into the drive-thru.
Thank you, Tim.
And he goes, "Can I get?" He places his order, and the guy at the window is like, "You want 60 tacos?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm trying to feed my family and everything." He's like, "And you came to Taco Bell to feed your family?" And Eric was like, F that. He did 3 laps back around the Taco Bell through the drive-thru, flipping them off.
Are you serious?
This was December last year. He has not gotten Taco Bell since.
Oh man!
Like just because this one worker was so like judgmental about the fact that he was trying to feed his family with Taco Bell.
You're gonna feed your family Taco Bell?
But I mean, he's not wrong. That worker's not wrong. It's a legit.
Hey, no, hold on. Oh, wait until Fred. There is an episode waiting to happen where you and Eric have a debate on what constitutes feeding your family with.
I understand that, but from a price perspective, you can get so much more that you can with 60 tacos, and also from a nutritional perspective, like it's not even meat.
I don't disagree with it from that
Every
perspective.
once in a while, you just gotta YOLO, Fred. You just gotta.
Yeah, no, I know.
No, I'm just playing.
But you feed that family. If it's catering for an event, that's one thing. But if you're legit like feeding your family, like, oof, that's rough.
Eric's on the way to Fred Minix with a middle finger in the air.
Just I drive my middle finger, and Fred's like, "Yep, I just still disagree."
Join the line, Eric. Join the line. Just like a Taco Bell drive-through. Get in there.
Dramhound says, sometimes a whiskey isn't something you need to really dissect. Sometimes you just have to sit back and enjoy it and just love what you're drinking.
True.
I don't recollect saying that, but it sounds like something that I would have read off of something somebody wrote and repeated.
That's true, though. That's a true statement, though.
Oh, I think that's probably something that was actually really phenomenal. Like something I tasted that was just like a Michter celebration or something ridiculous, where it's like,
Sure.
like what are we doing? Like talking about what it tastes like? Just
enjoy it.
Enjoy the ride. And when you come back from it, then you just like all look at each other and go, "Wow, that was fucking crazy."
Dude.
Speaking of which, Maddie, that Michter's 20 video, when's that coming out?
Oh, yeah, I actually saw that earlier. Chris is here. Wifey.
Hey.
Hello.
You gotta go lower.
Hi.
You gotta go way
Carissa.
lower. There she is. She's so pretty.
What's up?
Oh, you smell good.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, wife sniffer.
Here we go.
He's got a new move.
She can't hear you guys because I've got the earphone in. But
Matt's a cereal sniffer, dude.
Chuck just
Does
called
she
me a
know?
cereal
Matt,
sniffer.
does she know? Does she know?
Yes, of course.
She definitely knows.
You guys are silly.
And she just puts up with it.
Fair enough.
Oh,
Cheers.
you trying to break shit?
Yeah.
It's not easy. It's not hard to do. It's a disaster in here. It's really bad.
Matt, what's your favorite pick you've ever done? Like off the top, like let's go, like Family
Well,
Feud,
you
hit the
don't know.
buzzer. What's your favorite pick you've ever done?
Rapid
Period
fire.
or blend. This is so slow.
That's not rapid fire, Matt.
This is the opposite of rapid fire.
Welcome to my rapid fire.
Yeah.
Fair.
The
All right,
ADHD is
I'm gonna
That's where,
count
that's
to
where the
3.
ADHD starts to come through.
Oh, I'm playing the 30 seconds.
What's
Man,
one of your top 3 picks you've ever done right now? Go.
I don't want to say it's a blend I've done because that's very pretentious. And
No,
like,
it's not.
Say what?
not.
Say
is.
what?
Definitely
Your
is.
blend
We know
was
the
straight
Barrel
fire.
King is the number
Holy
one.
shit, Matt. Are you serious?
I like the Bardstown blend a lot. I'm not
Yep.
sure if
Let's
that's
go.
because
That's
that's
what I
weird
was
of
thinking
me.
too.
It's
I like
amazing.
I like the Barrel King blend a lot.
Mhm. You're just,
as far
are
as-
we doing the politically correct answer here, or are we just going to give a real one?
No, listen.
Mine was my
The
Barrel
funny
King.
thing is, so
I
remember
like the way
this.
Dan asks you questions.
Fred, do you see what he's doing, though? Because he responded with, the funny thing is, with instead of an answer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
it's
That's well
crazy.
played.
So
Yeah.
guys, remember I did this.
Oh, I can't reach it.
So I really enjoyed my Bardstown blend blind. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed it, and I was like, I really like this a lot. So then last year, I picked out my favorite bourbons of the year, my favorite whiskeys of the year so far, and then I put my blend in the blind just to see where it would place,
Mhm.
kind of as a joke, but also to see where it would land. And then at the very end of it, I was like, I'm gonna look like a fucking asshole because guess what? Like, I'm like, oh, this is definitely mine. And then I was like, in third place, it's definitely not. Okay, it's not mine. Shit, I thought it was mine. Second, so I picked it for like it was a totally, but I mean, blind is blind.
Maddie.
And they liked it.
Yeah,
Matt,
it's
So, but
what is your?
I've been there.
I'm not asking what do you think the best thing you've ever done is. Like you don't have to like compliment yourself. What is your favorite thing?
And to add to the way that Dan asked that question, he's not looking for a story to how you got it. He's just wanting a simple brand
Let's go, Fred.
of what you chose.
Let's go.
Is your favorite.
okay, so I want to include anything I blended. Let's do a pick.
Matt, include
What is your favorite barrel pick ever?
Your
What's not a pick?
favorite.
A blend
I
isn't
swear
a
to
pick.
God.
A blend isn't a pick.
Matthew Porter,
A blend
dude. I
is
swear
a
to
pick is a
God, I
pick.
love
They're
you
different.
so
They're
much.
Totally different.
That's fair. That's fair, I guess.
Oh,
I mean,
dude.
yeah.
You know what, Matt? What's your favorite one single barrel that you didn't blend that you picked that was somebody else's whiskey you've ever done?
Good question. I'm so happy you asked.
Good question.
This, as I'm sitting here tonight, I'm very happy that you asked that question because I
This
do
is
have an
taking
answer.
so long. This is crazy. This is so crazy.
Give him hell, Dan. Give him
For
hell.
a second.
Hey,
I have. This is such the easiest thing.
I know mine. Like you should be able to roll it off.
Wait. Let's
Well, no,
this
it's
is
been-
Matt's
I mean, 'cause
channel. This is his thing.
It's been a minute since I started. I
Give
don't
him
want to
a moment.
forget it early because listen, somebody in chat earlier said this. They said, "You're at 50K. You might as well throw in a Jack Daniels pick." Guess what? I don't fucking have them because I want everybody else to try them. I don't have an extra one to give away anymore. I've got one backbone pick. This is one. Then there's one other one. So it's like that's the one I'm giving. Like I don't have a bunch to give. Like I want everyone else to enjoy them, so I sell them.
Okay.
I make sure
do
they
you
don't get
buy your own picks? Like, do you buy them? Like, do you buy your own bottles?
Yeah, I do. If I get a couple, and then if I want more, I buy more. But then I end up giving them away. So there's
Okay.
that.
So,
my
which one have you? Since you're not going to answer Dan's question, which one have you bought the most of?
Oh, there you go.
Probably
That's
the
a good
first
one.
one.
Me and Fred are literally a perfect team. I just found that out right now.
Hashtag Fire John.
Wow. I would.
Do we just become best friends?
What
Fred
we need
just-
is Fred goes, Dan's going to ask the dumb questions. I will civilize this and make it way more, processable.
But it's not going to
approachable.
work.
Yeah.
He's not answering it.
He's
No.
still not doing it. It's crazy.
It's like pick your favorite child.
Matt, pick one of your favorite top
you
three.
son of a bitch, Dan.
Pick a
This
top
is-
three.
Wow. If
You
anybody has
know
been
full
watching,
well your children. There's the best one.
There's
Barrel
definitely
King-
but if-
Barrel King smells great.
so shook.
Or whatever.
Ask me.
I swear to
Do
God, every single pick you do, you go, this is one of our favorites. This is one of our favorites.
Ask me, dude, right now. Do it. Ask me.
Don't tell me what to do, because guess what?
Wilderness Trail Root Beer Float 1.0, my favorite one we've ever picked. It was as simple as hell, dude.
Great pick.
I thought you were going to
It's the
say
most
yellow.
off-profile, weirdest whiskey, and I'm just so madly in love with the sarsaparilla on it. It just,
You know what?
That's how easy it is, though.
Oh,
it's just
you
to
know what?
say it out loud.
Okay, this is why I didn't say it, because it takes me a second to think of different things, because in my mind, in
Or
my
7
mind,
minutes.
shut up, Shook. It's like, son of a bitch. In my mind, I was thinking bourbons, but I totally forgot about the rare character rye I did. That's
Ooh,
probably
that
one of my
was
favorite.
That was a good one.
Solid.
The ADHD
Okay, so there you
fishing.
go.
I've not had it.
In the books.
That was a
Okay,
good one.
Alec, what are you drinking and how do you like it? I know what you're drinking, but just for the folks.
I just opened up the Barrel King and it's phenomenal.
Oof, yes.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah, it was within reach, so I was like, good time to open it.
There we go. That's
Yeah.
Matt, what's your favorite blend you've ever done, buddy?
The
Bardstown is killer.
The Bard sounds very good,
It
and it's
really
very
is.
it's very formal. The Bard sounds very formal because it's in a bottle. This was a distillery, but boom, the Whiskey King.
See, you did a really good job answering that question, honestly. Like,
Well,
genuinely
because I've
did a
only
great
done two
job.
blends. I did the Nassif, I did the Bardstown, and then the Barrel King. So that's much easier. The backbone pick, though, damn, the backbone pick is like right there with the. Right
Yeah,
there.
I
It's
agree
so
with
damn
you.
good. That's such a good pick.
It's a really
think-
good pick.
If
I think your
I think
favorite, my favorite. Sorry, go ahead, buddy. It's yours.
The backbone pick might be the winner.
The backbone pick is really good.
We've made no progress on this topic whatsoever.
Dan,
Okay,
if you were my wife, you would hate me as much as she does.
Oh,
No, we
don't
love each
say
other,
that,
dude.
Matthew. Don't say that.
We would love each
Believe
other.
that at all.
Dan,
Hey,
we're grabbing.
so-
I think
anybody
Dan
else
would
want-
be Matt. I think Dan would be a very good wife to you. I think
Oh.
you would get a lot of nipple.
Yep. Not a lot
Yeah.
because they're little, but often.
Awesome.
Volume
I
is good.
mean, quantity is as good as quantity. Or
True.
quantity is as good as quality.
No, you're right. You're right.
Quantity is also as good as
You're
quantity.
not wrong.
Listen,
That's the greatest.
Dan is all about quantity.
I'm a volume guy. It's just,
How much nipple can I see in one day?
dude, I swear, what the worst part is because Matt pulled one clip. Sean edited that video, and Sean was like, "Dude, you have corrected the dress 6 times, and your nipples out the whole time." Like, it's not...
Can I make a special request? Can we see?
It tastes so funky, like it's either craft or finished.
Okay, I was gonna ask
That's
if
like
we could
dang
see
near belly button level.
Let it be known.
Which one, Harry?
I wanted to see Dan failing at the machine with all the cases of whiskey.
Oh,
because
so Dan and Sean recently started their own distillery, and they received their first shipment of glass
here we
bottles.
Go. Yeah.
I love the back tire coming off the ground.
And Dan correcting, like Dan.
How did you not scream the F word as it was
He's so
falling?
chill.
Afterwards.
man.
Afterwards.
I was thinking about that clip the other day, and just incredible.
I tried to
Honestly,
say-
probably one of the best clips that's ever come from our channel. I
Can I say this
That
too?
golf swing clip and another fucking super chat are the greatest.
That's
wait. Which is the one where you drilled the barrel and it shot you in the face? That was
Peerless. That was
that was great.
He just didn't realize that he had to cover the hole. That's all. That's fine.
You guys, nobody understands fun. All right, you guys are all non-fun understanders right now. Is what you're being.
Why? We all enjoy it. It's great.
It's fun when you realize, after. But so, jeez.
Don't you have a giveaway to run?
I do. Absolutely. 100% in 1 second. Bill Biv DeBove. I can't say his name still. Fred can squat more than Dan. Why do I just tap on shit?
I don't know why you ever. Bove is a troll in everybody's chat. So the best part is you can just ignore everything Bove says.
Dan used to power lift, so who knows?
I used to be very strong. I did.
I do not. I like to squat, but back in the day, but not anymore.
Fred, did you used to lift weights a lot?
Oh God, here we go.
Oh yeah.
Bye, Matt.
Yes.
Love
Everybody,
you. No.
Matt, kick everybody else out, dude. It's me and Fred. We're talking about lifting weights.
You even lift, bro?
I did, but
Matt,
squat was
congratulations
my
on 50
thing.
mil. I'm
Squat
super
and
proud of
deadlift
you.
were my things.
Same. I used to compete in powerlifting, and squat was my favorite lift.
I never competed. Never competed.
I enjoyed it.
Okay, we have, like 6 sausages in the building right now. Curious what you guys think of like women powerlifters that are like super jacked.
Let's
attractive,
go.
Not attractive.
Super
cool. Cool as
What if
fuck.
they're- Oh, okay. Josh is being real.
Shayla,
Thank you, Josh.
Shayla, like steroid?
No.
Or
Curvy and soft.
non-steroid?
Curvy
I
and
just
soft.
mean like
Oh,
they have thick shoulders and like
Oh, that's
thick
great.
thighs.
Yeah, of course. That's amazing. That sounds what you just explained sounds fucking phenomenal. Like, let's not get too to it. There's a difference between like a lot of hormone replacement therapy in females. Like, it's a drastic thing when they start adding testosterone and other things. Women who lift, phenomenal. Without it's not even, you know what I mean? Matt, what were you gonna say? Go ahead, dude. Back me up on this.
Sorry,
women who lift, or women who lift their families, women who lift themselves up, women in general who lift the world up, because without women there would be no world.
Oh wow, Maddie.
Matt, what is up with
Easy
all
fuck.
the politically dude? Are you running for president or what?
Yeah.
Like,
Porter 20.
Matt, are you under surveillance? Blink
I'll
twice.
vote, dude. I'll do
Blink.
it. I'll vote for you.
Blink. Carissa's still in the room. No.
It was an incredible answer that he
Oh
gave.
no. Kick yourself out.
I came from the home into the garage. I said, "Wow, was it incredible?"
I'm bad at
See how
accents.
everybody on the whole stream literally stopped like wanting to be here at the same time?
Hey, you had to ask questions. We do have a giveaway. We're gonna get to. I can't believe Fred's sitting through this shit. This makes my day. This literally makes my day.
That's fair, dude.
The most incredible
yeah,
thing.
sorry,
It's like showing your parents what you do at college.
Oh, no, it's not. It's like showing your parents what you did at kindergarten, dude.
In elementary art.
Okay, fair
Look
enough.
at this drawing I did.
Yeah, except for it's not your parents. It's
I mean,
when you get
Perry,
home, it's your
Perry,
wife's
I'm
home.
old, but I'm not old enough to be your parent.
No, I
So-
know, but that's not the. Never mind.
Just
I'm
that
sorry.
you're smarter than all of us is what we're trying to say.
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, by the way, okay, real quick, because I've never met Fred before, and Matt, do not kick me out. I have watched Fred since back in the day. There was this episode, Fred, I don't know if you remember. You were wearing like a black and white ascot. Don't kick me out. You were like backwards when the video started, and there was this song playing, and you just started like dancing. I don't know if you remember that.
It's a chick song. It's a
it's like,
how's it go?
I don't know. I can't remember, but that was when I started watching you, and I just want to say you're awesome. So
that song was hot. I like that song.
Yeah, the artist or songwriter reclaimed that song, so I can't use it as much.
What was it called though? It was
Lambo.
Yeah, Lambo. We can take my Lambo.
Yeah.
Actually, Fred Perry.
Listen, you can't reclaim a song that you say is
either. So nice to meet you.
So it actually happens a lot in the royalty-free space, like with a couple of the places. Like you buy a license for royalty-free for 2 years, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
And then the artist is like, gets on a label or something. Yeah, it's after that I just started like looking at like YouTube music approved, and I'm like, all right, I'm done. I used to, like when I first started my podcast, I used to negotiate with the musicians to get their music to play on my podcast, and it was such a nightmare. It was such a nightmare, and the hardest one was Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll was like. And this was before he was big. Like they were like, he's gonna be huge. You can't have his music. And I was like, I think Jelly Roll's gonna be great, but I did not foresee like where he is now. Like he's like enormous now.
Yeah,
he's huge now.
Yeah, it was one of my favorite interviews.
Well, he switched.
You ever gave, Fred?
Yeah, he went country.
Yeah, when he switched to country, he blew up.
Yeah,
that's wild.
Nick Post says one of my favorite moments between Dan and Matt was when Dan asked if they could use a video idea for Bourbon Junkies, and Matt said, "Of course, don't waste my time with that shit. Love the friendships and community you guys create." That's not what I said. I said, "Don't waste your time texting me that shit." Because
this is the conversations Matt and I have over text. Matt literally texted me one time and goes, "I'm gonna straight up rip off this video idea." And I said, I couldn't give 2 fucks less. And then I messaged Matt and I go, dude, we're making a video. We're going to make a video about this topic. I like that topic idea. And he goes, I don't fucking care. Like those are the conversations we have through text.
Well, no, because I said, don't waste your time texting. It's like, you're a busy, like, why are you wasting your time texting me about like your time is more valuable than like, why don't fucking text me?
Like our time is all the exact same amount of valuability.
Can you imagine? Okay, that's almost insulting. Can you imagine me going, I'd like to get on a call with you about that, actually.
I'd love to talk to you on the phone.
About your video idea.
About whatever you want. You could call whatever the fuck you want. This is and I know a lot of people do understand this, but not everybody does, because there's a lot of people who watch you that hate me probably, and probably not so much Sean, right? But the thing is like Matt is forever, no matter what, our family. And right, like Matt used to be in chat and like would write 2-paragraph fucking comments in live streams. I used to call him the Stephen King of Whiskey Tube, because they were fucking the greatest chats of all time. And I was so happy when Matt started a channel, and I'm so happy for Matt now. But Matt is the most likable person in Whiskey Tube. And I said, and I don't even think that's a fucking debate. And if you think that's a debate, you have a lower IQ than me. Like that's literally the whole thing.
And this is really high. So
you're a genius.
Which, to be fair, is most people, high. Dan.
132.
Right. Most people.
You're Steve Jobs. You're a little higher, but I'm getting up there. But honestly, for real, Matt genuinely is one of the most likable personalities. His personality's, if you like The Office, you're going to love Matt's Whiskey Tube channel type shit, right? Like that's the same dry sense of humor that's phenomenal. But Matt's family forever, no matter what, dude. Matt's one of my favorite people in the whole world. So
BJ fam for life. That's do you guys I rode on your coattails all the way here, and I will ride them.
You
forever.
fucking did not stop. You know how many people are in this chat that literally hate me? Hundreds.
Guess what?
Hundreds.
Hashtag fire Sean.
They love the coattail though, because I rode it.
There you go.
So I'm gonna do the giveaway. Okay, real quick. How many entries, Sheila?
So let me 1 second.
17.
Dan is the grimace of Whiskey Tube, somebody said.
Smirk then said, mute him.
Shook. So I was trying to get, did I tell you this ever? I was trying to get David to do a song called You're So Bane.
Yeah.
Shit. That's why I asked you on your live stream to say all that stuff in the Bane voice.
Yeah.
So he's like, I merely invented whatever the hell you did.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Man, I'm out of practice. My Bane was better than your Trump, though, like for sure.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, so hopefully I can do math right. 465 entries, $2,325. And Dan, don't laugh at that.
I'm not laughing. Wandering Magoo just said, I don't hate Dan, but I'd love to hate fuck him. I read that.
Wow. I thought you were laughing at me doing math.
No, I promise I wasn't.
That was very
465.
Michael, calm down.
You said 465, Shayla?
Yeah, 465.
Right.
If you don't want to do the thing, oh yes, what's up, Maddie? Go ahead.
If I don't want to do what?
If you don't want to do the thing where your phone goes, pick a random number because blah 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 blah. I randomized it so I can just pick the first 4 people if you want.
This boy, you want fun watching me screw this up.
Okay, sure. Let's do that.
Also, by the way, while I do this, have you guys watched the Jury Duty show on Amazon
I've seen
Prime?
the first 2 episodes.
No.
Oh, okay. If you have not, okay. If you like The Office,
dude.
Okay. Here's the premise. There's a person who got selected for jury duty.
Okay.
He goes to jury duty to be a juror. The entire case is fake. The entire jury courtroom and everything is fake. Everybody is an actor. Nothing is real except for the one person who thinks they got selected for jury duty.
It's a Truman Show.
It is ridiculously perfect and awesome and is just like The Office. And
is it called Jury Duty?
It's called Jury Duty. It's on Amazon Prime. You have
just put it on the list.
My wife and I watched it. We were 10 minutes into the first episode, and I said, I hope there's a second season. I hope they do this. Like,
hey, it's July 1st now.
Oh, all right. 1 through 465. Thanks, Fred.
I turn 30 next month.
Also, I just wanted to say, Matt has...
Choose a random number between 1 and 465.
There we go. But Matt he introduced me to The Office and Better Call Saul and all of the things, and I'm just very happy to know him. So, yeah. Sorry.
That's the first one. 428.
Okay,
that's a big one. That's a big one. That by the way, that's for the Blantonians.
Okay, and I can't type because I'm in StreamYard. So Jared Lesher, you are the winner of the Blantonian.
Oh, Jared!
So email ADHDwhiskey@gmail.com to claim your prize. It's
Jared
Whiskey with
Lesher.
an E, if you're a dum-dum.
Jared Lesher is a real life giant.
Yeah.
He kind of sounds like a giant.
No, Jared showed up at Poor's last year, and I was like, who the fuck is our security guard? It was Jared Lesher.
Kind of like me.
Kind of like, nah. No, nope.
Okay. I feel like I should probably do the backbone next so that I don't feel like a dickhead for going, the top prize is my prize.
Yours should be the top prize.
All right, sounds good. So the next one is for the antique. This is for antique. Choose a random number between 1 and 465.
Also, sorry to whoever wins this.
329.
45. Shit. That's for the antique.
What is it again? Dan. I'm sorry, hon.
So close.
45.
Matt. 45. Okay.
Which was my basketball number in high school.
Just give or take 300, Perry.
45.
Give
or
take.
Tim Evans. And Tim, I'm so sorry Okay, anyway.
Tim Evans, a Chicagoite. Chicagoan.
Nope, none of those were right.
Yeah. All of those are right. Okay.
Not a single one.
Choose a random number between 1 and 465. This is for the backbone, the Slip and Jimmy pick.
I'm so sorry, Tim.
266.
266. Okay, 1 second. Was it 3? Was it 3 bottles? Okay, dokie. 1 second. Sorry.
At 1. By the way, tonight I couldn't chime in because everybody was talking. I was sipping straight from the barrel from Alan Rubin, which was incredible. From WJK, Bill Kavanaugh, a King of Kentucky, and that old Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. And I opened, which I said I would tonight, one of my favorite bottles of all time. This was the first bottle I got of this was from Perry via Dixon Deadman.
Oh.
This is a backup I got from Toshi Bake. It's from overseas. It's a 700 ml. It's Owl Batch 9.
Yay.
That's cool. I didn't know those were international.
Podcast 116, I think.
What?
What?
Oh,
how do you? Are you serious?
Isn't that the 116 or 106? I can't remember which one Matt was on.
The one I cried through.
How would anyone know?
Oh my gosh!
How would anyone know?
I don't even know the number of it.
I don't
Shayla,
know.
my goodness.
I'm not sure either. It's either 116 or 106.
No, if anybody wants to hear a long form early interview with Matt where I have the opportunity to make him cry,
it's the greatest thing ever. I was bawling.
106 or 116.
Shayla, like I said earlier, Perry is a very good interviewer.
Well, but and I appreciate that, Fred. But part of that, a big part of that came from Dixon, and Dixon is a huge part of this
Everyone
equation.
says a big part comes from Dixon.
Well, you're not wrong.
All of those.
You're not wrong.
Wait, what are the businesses that Dixon owns? Matt, go.
Oh, there is his. Oh, so after he quit Kentucky Owl, he opened a whole line of gyms called Dixon Motion.
Yep.
What about a cider?
There was the cider, right?
Yeah.
There was his coffee shop, Dixon Donuts. I don't know. That's all I got.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say
The
cider.
shipping company, Dixon Boxes.
Oh, there we go.
During the
That
winter,
one.
the cider place become Hot Dixon Cider.
Oh, yes. So Maddie, the winner of that was Julie and so please pick another number.
Oh,
I
how about
included her just so we could see the totals, but yeah.
how many people is in chat right now? 359.
Oh, okay. Oh, spicy.
By the way, what are the winners getting, Matt?
There's a Blanton's. There's a
That's Dan. Go again.
Oh my!
364.
Okay.
That's not even in the chat right now.
I just got confirmation.
You give them full
Sorry,
bottles?
I do not. It's a metaphorical thing.
That's also Danielle. That's also Danielle. Do you want me to just pick the next person in the list or after their name?
No, I figure we should definitely do it the correct way.
Okay, sorry. I did
That's
it so
okay.
that we could see the totals. I know they didn't
Choose a
want to
random
be
number
included
between
in
1 and 465.
or in the giveaway, but
This is.
That's your home screen.
That's your home screen. That's a good thing you
We
didn't
saw
have
who
me.
you're calling next, Matt.
Who you're sniffing next.
465.
I really hope this is not one of
160.
Okay, let's try again.
Neighbor Gene, Dan. Neighbor Gene.
Toshi Bake, the first guy who donated tonight. He donated $50. Fred's losing his mind.
Fred's breaking out the sword. That's amazing.
What did Fred say?
Oh my god. This whole sniffing thing is cracking me up.
Oh man.
Oh, the sniffing wife thing? My wife. My wife's
many people's wives, but that's another.
Most people that you sniff.
She sat next to me.
He said many people's wives.
Many people's wives.
106. Okay, 106. My bad. I did
No.
know
It's all good.
116,
It's all good. I
116
just
or
got
106.
confirmation from Tony Bag of Donuts that it was
I knew it
episode
was a
106.
1 and a 6, but I didn't know.
Goodness.
Hey, that's why we have editors behind the
Thank
scene.
goodness.
Or producers.
By the way, Fred, if you're ever looking for an amazing palate who tastes all whiskeys, especially not I've never been a gigantic fan, but I'm learning of malted whiskey and scotch. But I'd like you to keep in mind Shayla from Whiskey Central. She has an amazing palate and would do fantastic as a judge on the Ascots. Keep her.
Well, my rule with the judges, I gotta my head judge has to taste with them. So Shayla, I look forward to tasting with you.
That would be insane.
You have been nominated by a judge, so I'd love to taste with you. So
I thought you were going to say my rule, no women or something like that.
Oh no, man!
Alec,
no trucker hats.
Alec, you should know, man. I'm all about bringing people in.
Oh, I know. I just thought it was. I thought it was going to be a great comment. So that's why.
Oh my gosh, Fred, that'd be amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to. Where do you live?
So I live in Mexico, but I go up to the States all the time. I am a U.S. citizen, but I just live down here. So yeah, I'll be in Michigan.
How are you in tequila?
I hate everything that is not whiskey. To be honest with you, I hate vodka and I hate tequila. No, I don't mind tequila, but I don't drink it enough that I would feel confident.
Okay. So your forte are malts, or
I would say Scotch, bourbon, and rye. Scotch, bourbon, and rye.
Scotch
Those
first, bourbon second, rye third.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
You have to answer for her. Like, she loves fucking Scotch.
She's like asking Matt what his favorite barrel pick is, dude.
I love everything though. Bourbon and Scotch are like my babies. I can't decide between them.
Do you have an American hub that you can taste from?
Yes, I will fly wherever you would like me to fly. Okay. But Tucson, Arizona is usually where I go, or Washington State. That's where I'm from. So.
All right.
Yep. Okay. Wow.
Cool. Shayla, you're from Washington?
Yeah, I'm from Washington State, Olympia, Washington.
Man, that's wild. Wow.
Welcome to Whiskey Tube, Dan.
No, okay, because when you listen to Shayla speak, you assume that she's a Midwesterner.
I
like
know,
she sounds like us.
She does have some Midwestern in her.
She sounds like us. She sounds like I'm a Canadian that just lives just south of the border, right? Yep. She sounds like that.
Yeah, everyone says that they think I'm Midwestern. I don't know what it is. Like, I used to play tennis, and I would say, "Oh gosh," every time I hit the ball. So I don't know what's wrong with me. But
I knew that like the hub wasn't Midwestern, but I didn't know if like you had maybe resided there for a really long period of time or something.
No, never been. The first time I was in Michigan was last year when I met you guys. So.
And it was, Michigan is Michigan. So
do I sound like I'm from Kentucky?
No,
not really. No,
you sound like you're from Delaware. No, I don't know.
You kind of sound like you're from like maybe.
Wow, that's way worse.
Ohio, Arizona, right? Like
just a regular like.
You say Ohio, Arizona?
Yeah, I know those are different places, but neither of them have an accent.
No, well, you were really bad with geography, so I was just
That's fair. It's actually really fair.
My dad was born in New York, so
you don't sound like that either.
No, I know, but so he was. His mom is primarily from New York, and his dad was Kentucky. So it's somewhere in between.
I'd kill for like a really solid Kentucky accent.
Oh man,
you'd kill for it. You'd kill for that. That's
you would murder somebody. Dude, listen. What if they were like a terrible human being who's done awful stuff, and I feel like it's justifiable.
All right, Dexter, we're gonna call it a night.
Oh, just real quick, when David Jennings was on, I was just like, I'd pay anything to hear that man say cornbread. Fred Minnick and David Jennings saying cornbread's the best thing.
Chrissy Newberry, Alec Rubin, which is Alec. Us women can rock some whiskey tasting. See that?
I didn't say it. Fred said it.
No, you put the words in his mouth. You put
seemingly better at it.
Fred never said something.
I didn't say it at all.
Chrissy killed. We did a blind at Virtue, and Chrissy we gave everybody 1910 blind, right? And nobody had any idea what it was. They didn't even know what it could have been. We didn't give them a category or anything. And Chrissy smells it and she goes, we had, I don't know, let's say 22 people do this. She goes, that's probably like Old Forester 1920. And it was 1910. And I'm like, holy shit. Nobody else even guessed Brown Foreman. Like nobody even guessed the umbrella. You know what I mean? Like it was wild.
Good job, Chrissy. Good job.
Yeah, Chrissy
killed it. You know what
they
say about a broken clock, right, Shook? You're right 3 times in a tournament.
What the fuck did you just say to me? What the fuck? Hey, sir? I'm the most consistent competitor in Madness history.
You did good.
I don't know. I've
lost
last year. I've consistently lost in the first 2 rounds.
No way we're going through this right now.
Just trying to rile you up, and it worked. It worked way better than I thought.
I'm so riled.
It worked way better. I'm super sorry. My mom is still here, by the way, Dan, and you bust out that word again.
Well,
you said the F word before I did on the stream, Bev. You know that I love you to death, and your son's phenomenal.
Oh, that's my mom. What an amazing stream. I agree. This was fantastic, phenomenal. I have to say thank you to everybody who's been here. There's still 300, almost 50 people here. Thank you so much. Every single one of you watched. Everybody who's hit subscribe, watched a second of my content, loved it or hated it. Thank you for at least clicking on the video. If you left a comment saying, what's up with his voice? Why is he so fat? If he climbs a set of stairs, he'll probably die. Any of those comments, totally appreciate it because it helped the algorithm. All the patrons, thank you so much. Everybody who supported me, everybody in chat, everybody who's joined tonight. Fred's been here. I clicked Fred on first, and he's still here. And Fred streamed for 3 hours before this. Fred, thank you so much.
Fred.
Thanks.
That actually melts my huge heart.
I
into a
mean, hey
puddle.
Matt, that's how much you mean to me. I just want to say that. It's like how much you mean to me. Like,
likewise.
so you're an important part of the whiskey community, and I remember when I was coming up in this world, 16 years ago, there were not a lot of people out there, encouraging new talent, and I was like a hanging participle trying to make it in this place. And you have been one of the most amazing people and come up in whiskey in the last 5 years. So
shit.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I don't appreciate the way you just showed off and said dangling participle in your 5th hour of streaming. You show off son of a bitch. Nobody has ever done that. That's a record. Nobody's ever said a word. Nobody's ever put that together. But
well,
no,
I write books. I apologize. I'll dumb it down next time. So
Mojo says participle. I heard it and I almost couldn't even repeat it because it was son of
a lot of
solid hanging participle reference. Me too. I'm like, fuck, he just did that to me at 12:23 Eastern. Jeez. Well, I don't want to be a dangling participle in anyone else's life tonight because it's getting very late. But Big Vic tomorrow, he's doing a charity live stream. Be there, 9 p.m. Eastern. Geez, Perry, you're still fucking putting shit out weekly, right? Even from your bunker?
Like episodes of the podcast? Yeah.
Yeah, you better.
I've had a couple of weeks where the schedule has been a little different just because we're trying to figure out the next phase of life for us. But generally, you can still find episodes of the podcast wherever you get podcasts, and also here on YouTube. Just search for This Is My Bourbon Podcast.
Hells yes.
And thank you, Matt. I love you so much.
I love you. Thank you for bringing me into this whiskey world and having me speak into your microphone that you had to sanitize like
many times
quickly afterwards. Dan
many
and
times.
Sean from the Bourbon Junkies. Thank you, Dan, for being here. Sorry, Sean, you couldn't make it. Dan and Sean, whiskey content every Monday and Friday. Live streams on Tuesday.
Monday and Thursday, dude, and Friday sometimes, bro. What? Okay, first off, I don't have anything to push. This is for you, and I love you, and you know that I love you, and I can't wait to see you in like a month, and I can't wait to work with you on some of our stuff, like for future stuff. And I think you're phenomenal.
Don't tease me with
Not tease it. I've said it on live streams. I've said it publicly. The first Virtue Spirit single barrel bourbon ever will be Matthew Porter. I've said it several times.
That's crazy.
Oh,
I can't wait to try it.
the best.
Josh and Aaron, Stuff and Whiskey, new content twice a day, 7 days a week.
Twice a day. That's so
Twice a
good.
day.
Yeah,
Also,
pretty much, yeah.
okay, just Josh's channel. If you guys haven't checked out, it's
They're
ridiculous. And also, if you just go to their homepage and it's just organized into columns. It's absolute bullshit.
And it's beautiful.
It's beautiful and awesome.
I'm upset with all of you guys. This is Matt's stream. We are here. I'm here just to enjoy this. Erin went to bed long ago.
Oh yeah, she's
she said she's
an
still
REM
awake because
sleep
I'm
right
still
now.
talking.
You know what the best part about Josh and Aaron are is they don't know the difference between the early times batches. All right, that's the best time.
Oh no, we do. We know
have
the
this argument now.
is better.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry, I
I'm
didn't
so sorry.
mean
Go
to,
ahead.
Hey, Josh, is your power back?
No, I literally have a battery powered lantern in the softbox right over there, and we are
That's
without
dedication.
power, so-
I love that. I love that a lot.
It is.
And that dedication is only for you, sir.
Oh, thank you. Jeez.
The directions are opposite on live.
I know.
Very long. It was a very long pointer finger.
Oopsie, I don't even. No, I have no idea.
All right, now I'm uncomfortable.
Look how long that is.
Shayla putting
Yeah, I
out
don't-
whiskey
I don't like
content
it.
as soon as Mexico gets whiskey every time. And live stream Saturday. What, 5 p.m. Eastern? Is that when you go live,
Yep,
Shayla?
5 p.m. Eastern. And I also just put out a video today because unlike Dan, I don't have 100,000 subscribers, so I will shamelessly plug myself. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Jeez.
But I just put out a blind video, and I do blind flights on Saturdays at 5 p.m. So, yeah. And I was just kidding, Dan. I love you.
Shayla's goated. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Then
I'll
we
stand
have
by that.
With the
Alec
sauce.
Rubin, who can't legally use his own name anymore. Thank you, Alec, for being beautiful and lovely. Oh, you know what?
It's been a pleasure working with you professionally. Even more of a pleasure to be your friend, and I'm super proud of you for hitting 50K. Can't wait to
Love
see you
you,
next
man.
month.
Thank you for your support. Tell Bradley thank you for his support, even though he probably doesn't know. And your dad is probably the kindest, most amazing man I've ever met, aside from my dad, who they would probably be great friends.
Most likely.
I'd love to see that. And Fred, of course,
Make
the
it happen.
most infamous, famous, and I don't know what would you consider yourself? Is it it's like divisive, but also like he's a spectacle and an ascot. That's not right. It's he's a man on a mission, and it's a tie he be twisting around his neck. He's Fred, man. No, that's not it. Oh boy, nothing. I help.
Illustrious and notorious.
I mean, I
Best
don't know.
to ever do it.
I'm just me, man. I'm just saying.
That
But
was a total Lebowski answer, and I dig that. I dig your style, man.
But I kind of already. You kind of went to me early, so I already did this. But I'll say it again. Tonight was about you.
Okay.
And,
Oh shit. Well.
And
I lost that in the memo, in the mail.
All right.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I
Love you guys.
But you are, you know, I have so much respect for you, Matt. Like you came here into Whiskey Tube and brought a different like attitude and atmosphere, and you're funny, but you're knowledgeable. And you know, you're a great taster, and a blender as well. And
thank you for seeing that in me. I don't necessarily believe it's true, but thank you for seeing that in me. And
I do pay you to be a judge in my competition. So I don't pay people lightly. So
that was a shot at Barstow Bourbon Company. I see that. I saw it from a mile away. It was coming, and you just nailed.
You earn everything you get, man.
Oh well, thank you so much.
I know we're in this atmosphere where it's content and everything, but people don't understand like how fucking hard it is to taste. You have to train. It is not easy. It's fun.
I wish my wife was still here so she could hear this. She doesn't believe in the process, you know?
She needs to know how hard it is, not.
No. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of this tonight. It was really special. I poured some incredible things I didn't even talk about. But in the meantime, I listened to more incredible people. And I fucking love all of you so much.
Love you.
Like I said,
love you so much.
Next year, if Shayla's palate isn't recognized for ascots, hopefully it's recognized by the Matt Scots, which isn't a real thing. So
make it a real thing, Maddie.
Wasn't that
given
be
what
such...
you say? I have a feeling it's going to be copied soon. So
that would be so like wow. That would be a
calling my
so
lawyer.
quick.
Calling my lawyer.
Yeah, Fred would be like, "Wow, did you like your knee? Because that was a knee bar, you son of a bitch." And I'd be like, Fred's been training twice a day. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Chat, thank you so much.
Cheers,
love you guys. Have a great night. Big kisses. See you next Friday for
love you, dude.
Something.
Cheers.
And fuck vodkas in the bottoms.
Vodka sucks.
Vodka sucks. That's what he says. Jeez,
Vodka sucks.
It goes both ways.
I went too far with it.